Before we start our first session today, why don't we go around the corner, or why don't we go around the circle, and as the party wakes up groggy in the brig of a ship, why don't you guys go around in the circle and tell me what your character looks like, who they are, and what the hell they were drinking last night back in Port Peril to wind themselves up in this situation.
Uh, you see a blue kobold wearing a linen shirt and pants, sit up and kind of wake up from his daze, and remember him, remember seeing him kind of giggling to himself, sneaking about the bar last night.
All right, anyone else want to go next?
Oshi, you go first, and I'll think of it.
Yeah, so you've got a Undyne waking up very groggy. He's got basically ice white hair um, and a pattern on his going across his face. He is missing an eye. I believe that his eye patch was left intact by the.
You can keep the eye patch, sure.
Thank you. So yeah, he's got a black eye patch with a design on it. Looks almost like a wave. And he was drinking a little bit. He assumes he drank a little bit too much of the strong stuff last night, that the strong grog, and he kind of looks around and goes, "This does not look like my inn."
It most certainly does not. How about you, Terror?
All right. Waking up with one of his hands covering his face is a blue tiefling, very light blue. Um, pretty nice skin, if you had to say. Like, if you had to look around about everyone else and look at your own skin, and then his skin, you'd be like, damn, he's got some nice skin. Some slick
L'Oreal
back
skin
hair,
cream right here.
horns that literally extend all the way to the back of his neck. Wakes him up, he's like, oh god, I think I might have drunk a bit too much last night.
And finally,
Yeah, I think Jean wakes up. He's got like sea turquoise skin, long, kind of shaggy, similar shade of green hair that's tied back, and just kind of looks around bewildered and is like holding his head as it's like pounding.
alright, so all of you kind of remember what happened last night. There was a lot of laughter. There was a whole lot of drinking. Clearly, you just drank way too much last night. You don't remember drinking too much, but you've got like a pounding headache. You've got like it feels like your throat. You still feel like basically like Bud Light or like an incredible terrible alcohol. Bang, demonetized on Twitch right there. You feel like there's a very hard wooden floor beneath you, a rhythmic creaking noise, the room around you still kind of swaying. You're currently like, what's it called? You're currently just kind of kneeling in like very shallow water. And really, before you're able to get your. Oh, yeah, also, there's another guy in here, but he's what's it called? He's chained in a cage. But really, before you're able to get most of your bearings and just kind of move your head around and sit up, several pairs of heavy footsteps enter into this room, and the harsh light of a lantern painfully spears your eyes. You are going to see another tiefling, weirdly enough, though this one looks significantly different. She looks like the sort of tiefling you'd probably remember from back home in Shellyax. What's it called, Adrian? Pure red, dressed in a very long black coat, cracking a whip, red style headband. Her fingers are covered in gold and jewels, and armed with about 4 or 5 other people. Uh, what's it called? All of them appear to be either armed with either of them all are armed with clubs or like saps or like blackjacks, basically. and an expression that might be mistaken for pain, but which is clearly an attempt at a smile comes across the tiefling's face as she cracks her whip and screams at the four of you. Still abed with the sun, you Yarden! On your feet, you filthy swabs! Get up on deck and report for duty before Red Mazer flays your flesh into sausage skins and his fish guts fry ye up for breakfast. And it's at this point you realize all of your shit is gone. What do you do?
Oh, I'm sure.
I think
I'm sure you have me mistaken for somebody else, right? I'm just a passenger.
At which point she, cracks her whip back and whips it like significantly closer to your ear. Did I stutter?
Time to
yeah,
go
with
to
that,
work.
I'll let mine.
Alright, you guys
Yeah.
go with her?
Jean waits for everybody else to go, and I'm kind of like sink back into the water that's around our feet.
Alright, are you trying to hide?
Not necessarily just like unsure of what's happening, and just like kind of the water feels more safe than going on top of the deck in this mysterious place.
Oh, I'm sorry there, bitch face. You looking like you have to pee? Don't worry, we got plenty of that for you. Unless you want me to be using my whip here to cut off your ding-dong.
Say no more.
Adrian gets up after hearing that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, Xavier will also stand up, and he does like his face goes a little bit rigid at her initial wave of exposition, and he looks very disturbed, but gets up and says, "Well, lead on, I suppose."
Alright. You guys basically start making your way up some stairs. You clearly are being escorted all the way up there. And as you're doing so, so you're like beginning to adjust the surroundings. It's pretty clear you guys aren't in Kansas anymore. There's like wooden. What's it called? This is clearly some sort of seafaring ship. It's kind of old looking around it. Like all of the, you can definitely tell a lot of the planks are like rotted and darked. And you guys can actually roll me a perception check as you guys are making your way up the stairs.
Am I good at that?
How did we get here even?
Well, actually, Monkey does not have to roll a perception check because he knows exactly how he got here. As he can probably taste a little bit of oily nutmeg in his mouth and realize, oh right, that's what that knockout poison tastes like.
Sorry,
The,
that's a dirty 20 for me.
All right, yeah, you're on a ship and you got a taste of something in your mouth. This is clearly knockout poison. Y'all got drugged, and
Lovely.
well, I at least one of your number knows exactly why, but up to him if he wants to reveal that information.
Monkey just kind of like rubs the back of his head, breaks a sweat, and says, "Oh, they must have liked our drinks."
And well, who was the person who rolled the 20?
That's me.
Yeah, you. Wait a second. 18-5. What's it called? 18-5, 14, 11.
Sorry, I got a +6 to perception. I just forgot to put that into the roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it called. If you want, just click perception on your character sheet, and it should automatically add your bonus in. But, yeah, there you go. But yeah, 20. You definitely remember this Necria bitch's face from last night. She was like smoothing around the tavern. She obviously, there's more than one tiefling in Port Peril, so you probably paid it no mind. But yeah, now that you're thinking about it, you definitely remember her. Maybe a few of the other thugs here that were drinking in the same tavern as you guys.
Would I recognize her by name or reputation with a knowledge
Uh,
local check?
you can roll me local on the name Necria, sure. Nope, not with a 15. Do not remember this person. But yeah, what's it called? You guys are making your way up. You guys can clearly tell you have been searched and robbed. All of your stuff is gone. Apart from, I think I made a few exceptions, but for the most part, currently on your character sheet, you got pants. and even then, that's really optional at this point. That being said, looking around the ship, you are on a ship, so there is plenty of like regular ship stuff around. So you see like barrels, candles, grappling hooks, like massive piles of rope, lanterns, water skins, up like a bajillion different types of carpentry tools. You do not have an animal companion yet, so that is not applicable.
Yeah, I
And
think I scanned the water to see if it's around.
if you're multi-classing to Oracle, I assume that means you, or if we're swapping your class to Oracle,
That's
then
true. That's true.
currently you do not
Then
have a companion.
never mind.
Sorry.
All
But
good.
as you guys make your way up onto the main deck, which is rather crowded, it is quickly apparent you are on a sizable ship in the middle of the ocean, far from any land. You see Port Peril and the mainland of the Shackles is maybe about 10 miles that away. There are quite a few figures cluttering around the ship's mainmast. Looking up at the higher deck on the stern, where you're going to see a large number of other figures are currently standing. One of them who is clearly in lead of them, is a broad, muscular man with dark, almost vampiric-looking skin. He has a long white hair. He's got a large amount of golden rings, an eye patch. The other man standing next to him is a younger, human-looking fella, long black ponytail, long coat, and he also has a whip like Necria. At this point, you realize there are maybe about 12 or so people on the main deck with you. And once you guys get up on deck, the gentleman with the dark, again, almost black skin, is going to address you. Glad you could join us at last. Welcome to the Wormwood. My thanks for volunteering to join my crew. My name is Red Mazer. That's Captain Red Mazer to you. Not that you'll ever need to address me. I have only one rule on my ship, and that's don't fucking talk to me. I like talk, but I don't like your talk. Follow that rule and we'll be getting along fine. Oh, and one more thing. Even with all these new recruits, we're still short-handed, and I aim to keep what crew I have. There'll be a keel hauling for anyone caught killing anyone else. Mr. Plug, if you'd be so kind as to make pirates out of these landlubbers, it'll save me from having to put them in the sweatbox for a year and a day before I make pies out of them.
Adrian will raise his hand.
The captain completely ignores you and promptly fucks off to his cabin.
Are we allowed to get into a scrap?
At this point, the second mate, this fellow, walks forward. I should have. You guys can see nameplates for these three. Yes.
I see Mr. Plug and that.
No,
Necria.
that's it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
giving
Mr.
you.
Plug's the only one I see.
Yeah, same.
Oh, hold on. Let me make this as visible. Controlled by. You see her name?
No.
Nope.
Really? Okay, hold on. Roll 20 problems. You guys should be able to see at least vision nameplate. How do I mark it? Player permissions C. Okay.
There we
you
go.
All right, yeah. So every single token. So sorry, technical problems in advance. Every single picture on this map has a name. You're gonna need to spend some effort learning them. But I'm giving you these three characters for free because they're important. But anywho, it's called Mr. Plug, which is this fellow walks up on stage. What was your question again?
What?
Someone asked the question, and I don't remember.
Yeah,
what
someone
was.
raised a hand.
Yeah, what was the who raised the hand?
Right here.
All right, the human points at the tiefling. What is it, recruit?
Are we allowed to get into scraps?
Are you allowed to get into scraps? No, Tiefling. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna let you defend yourself. If you get beat up in the back alleys, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to sit there and take it and cry like a wee mama.
I don't think I will.
You see him like laughing. At which point,
I slap him in the back of the head. Stop being an idiot. Of course you can defend yourself.
all right. Where was the? Hold on, let me scroll. There's a very large amount of things here. What was the thing that happens on the first day? Which is that blah. The captain. Blah, blah, blah. Right then. We are short-handed right now, and we be needing someone. The first person we be needing, unfortunately, is a rigger. We recently lost our rigger, and he's going to be getting keelhauled tonight for attempting to steal from the quartermaster. And so to figure out which one of you fuckers is a good rigger, I've devised a little test. You see him, like, draw his cutlass, he points to the main mast, and he says, we're going to be having a race. First of you to climb up to the crow's nest, up and back down, will be our new rigger.
Monkey jumps at the opportunity and he just starts like clawing his way to the top.
Cool, alright. You see him, like, pulling out a pistol to, like, fire at a starting shot, but as he sees you start to climb, he's like, alright, you fuckers after him, go!
Yeah, Jean
Oh.
breaks. Yeah,
Alright,
I
Fails to
probably fall immediately.
yeah, you just look at that and you're just like, nah.
All right, so I want to try to do like a jumping start, like jump up and grab hold to get a few feet head start.
Sure, roll me, what's it called? Roll me acrobatics, and if you succeeded, I'll give you a bonus to climb. Bang! You
Wow.
jump up, like almost about as high as
Sheesh.
Monkey was. Bang! Alright, it is now immediately a race. What's it called? You see, like, Monkey and Xavier immediately start climbing. They're both about, like, 10 feet up. They immediately start going, oh, you rolled a 9. Alright, well then, not quite neck and neck. Monkey is definitely beating you guys. It's called Monkey and Oshi roll again. Adrian and Zen, do you guys attempt to climb, or are you just watching those two?
Kevin,
Howdy.
can I mage hand and pull Monkey's feet?
Oh, absolutely. What's it called? Monkey, roll me a reflex save.
Reflex save. Hold on. There it is.
Alrighty. Ooh boy, alright, what's it called? You're about like neck and neck with Xavier at this time, at which point you feel like a magical hand grab onto your feet and pull you down like a good, like, half foot or so. At which point Xavier starts to get the upper hand. What do you do?
I grab onto him and try to climb up him.
Sure,
Climbing up me.
I'll like piggyback him to the top.
you see Plug just laughing his ass off, and for the first time you actually see him kind of start to smile, the sorcerer, for doing that.
I tried to, didn't.
Alright, one more climb check from the two of you. And what's it called? Xian, I'm assuming you're just not trying at this point.
Yeah, I jumped on. I immediately slipped and was like, "Well, I'm better suited for other jobs, it seems."
Alright, bang! Alright, even with the hindrance from the mage hand, the kobold just fucking scampers all the way up to the crow's nest, fucking dunks himself in there, and immediately climbs right down. What's it called? Mr. Plug points at the kobold and says, cool, you're our new rigger. What's it called? You'll be working directly for me, and I'll be assigning your duties once we get the rest of you sorted out.
Perfect.
As for the
And he
three of
smiles
ye,
proudly, not knowing what rigging is at all.
perfect, even better. Our second test is a little bit one out of necessity. Our ship's cook has a drinking problem, and I'm fed up with eating crap. Can any of you cook? And he just looks at the three of you.
Does oatmeal count?
You're our new cook. Report
All
go.
right.
report to the galley on the third deck. You'll be working directly for Ambrose.
Will I get keeled hauled if it's bad?
Only if it's really bad.
Okay. Sean looks nervous.
Alright, as for you two, you'll be swabs. You'll be working directly with Necria, and she'll be getting you working right now. Go, go! And they just start whipping the air.
I look for the stairs to the third deck, I suppose.
Alrighty. So,
This sucks.
Yeah, and at this point, with the excitement of the race and the assignments done, Xavier just takes a moment and just like breaks down, like laughing, like just has no idea how to even describe why he is like this ridiculous amount of coincidences brought his life here, and just like collapses to the floor laughing.
alright. You collapse to the floor, at which point Necria whips you for 1 point of damage and says, "Get up and start fucking cleaning."
Oh, 1 point of
this
damage.
point-
I'm laughing. I don't even notice and keep going.
Alright, cool. I can actually roll whip damage if you like.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Alright, yeah, fuck it. If you keep laughing, she's gonna whip you again. Like fucking, one more non-lethal. Get up, you fucking swab.
Hold on.
At this point, Adrian will now get to the bottom of the flagpole.
Alright, cool. Hold on. So,
Okay. Xavier manages to compose himself and pulls himself up. Oh,
Yeah, I think Jean comes and gives you a hand back to your feet.
Alright,
Like,
so-
listen, man, we don't want
out
to
of
get killed
game.
here.
Out of game, the way this is gonna work is everybody's gonna have a job to do every single day. I'm gonna roll a d6. That's depending on what you get assigned to do that day. And once you finish your job, you'll usually have time to do something else on the board of the ship. Whether that's talking to someone, or going, going to meet a particular character, or alternatively, at the end of the night, you guys could gamble with someone else, socialize with other NPCs, or possibly attempt to go sneak it around the ship, depending on what you want to do. But for today, we're just on the first day right now, so I'm going to be walking you guys through this. So our rigger is up first, which is, I believe, Monkey or Kobold.
Yes.
Can you change your name in Roll20 to Monkey, just so I remember that?
Indeed.
Alright, and today, Mr. Plug is going to be having you as the lookout, which is going to be a climb to the crow's neck 60 feet up, followed by a perception check.
Awesome. How many climb checks is that?
Just one.
Just one. Awesome.
Yeah, how the hell do you have such a
Damn.
giant bonus? Oh, you just rolled really well. Okay. I have to say, if you have plus
Pretty much.
20 to climb at level 1, I'm going to be real suspicious.
It's a class skill +1 rank +1 or +2 because his
Yeah,
CX trait.
the DC
not
was
trait.
10. Alright, then, yeah, roll me a perception check, and then Monkey's done for the day, basically.
Monkey's not as good at that.
Yeah, you're fine. You perform adequately. As for our two swabs, they will be working what's it called? You guys are going to be rat catching today, which is basically either a stealth check, a survival check, or a deck check to catch and kill enough rats, cockroaches, and beetles for a day's work. So only stealth, survival, or dex, basically.
Where the hell's Dex?
Just a straight dexterity check if you don't have it. Yeah, Xavier, you're fine. And Adrian,
Let's go.
you are fine as well. However, we do have a cook, which is, this one is you, Jean, right?
No, I am the guy
That one.
holding a rapier that's invisible.
It's an invisible. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's
Is
non-existent.
that how I pronounce your name, Jean?
I believe so. I mean, I looked at the pronunciation on Google, and it's technically Xian, but I think
Xian.
Jean just sounds cooler. So
I'm sorry,
Jean
I
is
am
it.
not Chinese.
That's fair.
All right. So you make your way down to the second deck down here, and making your way back here, you encounter another gentleman. This man's also an officer, but he looks a little bit different. He's a big, fat, round guy. He's got. Actually, no, I think I can send you a picture of this guy.
Hey, I'm the new cook, I guess.
Hold on, let me get you a picture of Fish Guts. What's it called? That's a perfect picture. Yeah, so this guy's clearly human. He's got enough fat to be fucking natural armor, basically.
Yep.
He's like pretty much like Rick Sanchez level shit faced at all times. What's it called? You walk around the kitchen, and it's amazing that this guy can like even move in
Sweet.
this ship. Like on where
Is that a
is
chicken on his shoulder?
that is in fact a chicken on his shoulder. Which I should mention that there's like there's just like animals running around this deck of the ship. Like there's just like a bunch of pigs that are like running around in the main deck of the ship, along with a bunch of turkeys and chickens, because that's how you like keep animals fresh on board a ship.
Cool.
So go hold on, where is the map of the Wormwood? Yeah, you are in A8. So let me describe this room for you. Yeah, so you're on the galley. There's a half dozen chickens and 3 goats that are just wandering openly through the chicken. There's several wooden cupboards, 2 small stoves against the fourth wall. Literally every cooking and utensil imaginable, and like a unnecessary amount of meat cleavers.
Sweet.
What's it called? It is a madness of dirt, food, and knives, and finding anything in here is a perception check, basically, as well as like a fair amount of it's called salted beet, fresh vegetables. And despite the chaos, though, this entire kitchen gives you +2 on cooking checks,
Cool.
as long as you are cooking in here. It's a called. Ambrose looks at you. He just kind of takes a swig from his bottle and is like, "Oh, are you my new mate?"
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm John. I am cooking, I guess.
Cool. Do you know what turtles?
Yeah, I know about turtles. I've seen a few in my day.
All right, because how about pigs? You ever butchered a pig before?
I can't say I have.
Cool, because you're learning how to today. Catch that one
All
over
right.
there, and you just see him like pull out a butcher's knife.
Sweet.
All right, so what's it called? This is either a profession cooking check or a survival check.
I say let's go survival on this one.
Roll me survival.
Okay,
Ooh.
sick.
All right, so oh yeah, well I guess you are still a druid at this point. So what's it called? So unfortunately, you and Croop basically spend the better part of the day grabbing one of these pigs, and it's clear the pig does not want to be slaughtered for meat. So unfortunately, you spend about 5 hours chasing this goddamn pig around like the
Jesus.
lower decks.
Could I, like, after it seems futile, could I be like, listen, I'm a bit more equipped to fish. Do we want fish for dinner tonight?
Unfortunately, tonight's a bit of a special occasion for Mazer. We're getting the keel hauling done tonight. Speaking of which, actually, now that it's been a few hours, you want to head upstairs and take a look at who's getting murdered?
Yeah, as long as you don't need a hand down here, I'm not trying to shirk my work on the first day.
You're fine. As long as what's it called? At this point, you guys have caught the pig. Mazer's food's gonna be cold, but you know what? For tonight, it's okay. He's allowed to bitch at me, not you.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Alright. I'll take it from here. Like you can see, he's like trying his best to not be drunk, to not get you in trouble. But he like grabs the pig and he starts like butchering it. And honestly, at this point, you can see he like starts turning into a fucking machine. Like this guy has clearly like done this 50 times in his life.
This
But
guy's a beauty.
he kind of motions back to the upper decks and basically says, "Enjoy the show."
I give him an appreciative nod and make my way up.
All right. And for everybody else, once you guys finish your work day, you guys learn from the officers that this is known as Bloody Hour, which is basically after the particular day of work. You see Necria lead everybody up onto the main deck and begin to wit. So basically, if you fuck up during your day, all the punishments get handed out at Bloody Hour, which is basically at around like 5, 6 o'clock at night ish. And in this particular day, you see that gentleman who is tied up in the brig with you. Necria comes forward, starts yelling at him basically, and he basically a bit of a brief interrogation, but eventually he admits to his crime of stealing from the quartermaster's store from night before, at which point he is, and you can almost see the relish in Necria's face as she does so, as she ties the man's legs to a rope and hands the other end of the rope to everyone on board. And you see Mr. Flug just kind of walk forward, grab the guy, and basically say, "Enjoy the swim." At which point he is thrown overboard, and everyone on board, including you guys, if you so desire, immediately starts pulling on the rope. Do you contribute to the pulling?
Yep.
Alright, roll me
He's kinda-
strength.
Monkey looks over the ledge, kind of watching him, and he's asking, "What are they doing with that man? What kind of strange practice is this?"
Yeah, oh yeah, you pull like super hard at this point. And anybody else want to roll strength?
Adrian would be looking over too.
Alright. You pull and you hear like screaming and like the flailing of like arms and water as this man is effectively like dragged underneath the boat, and you hear like even when he's completely underneath the boat, this basically takes like about like 12 rounds or so as he gets like ripped fucking apart from like all the brutal like the splinters in the wood and all the barnacles at the bottom of the ship. At which point, when he comes back out the other side, he takes 88 points of damage.
Oh shit!
So coming out the other side of the ship is going to resemble a pile of meat, met less than a person, and he also probably drowned during the time.
I think Jean bows his head and offers a silent prayer to Besmara to ease his passing.
At which point, Necria blows a whistle and says, "Work's done for the day. Everyone be heading below deck and get to your bunks." And the officers, it's called also all these. What's it called? Everyone over here is an officer, but at the nighttime, you guys generally don't see them. They're generally walking around during the day, but around 6 o'clock night, pretty much the crew is left to themselves. What do you guys do?
And we didn't see Mazer around at all during the day after he introduced
You
himself,
saw
right?
him yell at you guys and then run into his cabin. You have not seen him since.
That was quite the show.
As possibly their party situation is starting to sink in.
Seen a couple keel haulings in my day, but this one was particularly brutal.
Let's make it a point to not let that happen to us.
I agree.
Alright. What do you guys do? You see many of the other pirates start to come around. Basically, you see... Basically, in addition to whatever you do during the day, you also have a ship action at night. So you guys can either go to bed early and sleep through the night, which will let you automatically recover from your fatigue, or non-lethal damage in this case. You can either play, what's it called, you can see a few of the pirates like setting up cards and games to like do some gambling for money. If any of you have ranks in Perform, you could roll me some Perform. You can talk to any of the particular characters, or sneak around the ship is your options right now. Actually, no, what's it called? It's the first day, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, as the party is getting ready after Bloody Hour, this woman is going to kind of start walking towards you four.
Can I help you?
It's called. You see, she has long. Actually, hold on. How would I best describe this character? I'm sorry. I have like a whole bunch of things I'm adding to this adventure path. I hope you don't mind. I homebrew the shit out of everything I run. This character is. She's got like red hair. She's clearly dressed in like Bismarian priest. Almost dressed like a Bismarian priest is probably the best way to describe her. She's got. So let me expand this a little bit.
Whoa!
She's not actually that big. But she approaches the four of you and says, "Damn shame what happened to Jace there, eh? He got caught stealing from Grok a few days ago, and they keelhauled him just as you all got brought on board. I
What
think
did he
it's
steal to warrant that kind of punishment?
He stole from the quartermaster, which is basically Captain Mazer's personal treasury. Captain Mazer doesn't like people stealing from his treasury, as you can imagine.
Captain Mazer needs a chill pill.
Say again?
Captain Mazer needs to chill up.
Jean looks around nervously, like, is there anybody who heard this besides this woman?
Mazer has something of a reputation for such
Reputation
things.
is the way I would put things. Yes. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go so far as to say anything bad about the captain, especially up here on the top deck. If you
Certainly not on
understand
his
my,
ship, no.
as Mazer is a very well-funded captain who takes good care of his crew, and certainly would not impress myself or any other loyal citizens of Port Peril. He is just the best, isn't he?
Yes.
I suppose.
Isn't it great then that he is so kind as to take away everything we have here, except of course for those items which are most cursed, and of course Mazer wouldn't want any cursed items in his treasury. At which point she kind of reaches into her back pocket and pulls out what's it called? Pulls out basically pulls out the Cobalt's dagger and pulls out the holy symbol for your oracle and hands the two to you.
Oh, that looks familiar.
As what's it called? Actually, no, you're swapping from or what's it called? You're swapping. No shit, oracles don't need holy symbols, do they?
I don't think so.
In which case she's gonna pull out your. Oh shit. Sorry, I forgot you're swapping classes. She's gonna pull out your cutlass then. So she hands the cutlass to the oracle, and she hands the dagger to Monkey. And since these were cursed, I was able to convince Grok to release them. After all, we wouldn't want any cursed items in the quartermaster's hold, now would we?
He kind of looks his knife over and says, "This is cursed."
You have a feeling she's doing double talk because you're on the top deck.
I never knew.
Any chance my cursed fuck, what's that? My bag of magic components. Cursed bag of magic components was there as well.
I think I saw your cursed bag of magical components in the quartermaster's deck. You might want to go talk to Grok about that.
All right.
I hear she's good friends with Croup. You might want to talk to him as well. In fact, talking to people in general is just a really good way to pass the time, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's definitely to need to get to know the rest of the crew. Tend to
One
get to know all of you very well.
one can never spend too much time making friends on board a pirate ship. First impressions matter, after all, and she kind of comes close to the four of you as she says, after all, friendships are life and death aboard this ship.
Certainly.
I hope you.
Speaking of friendship, did you? I don't believe you told us your name.
Sandra Quinn, priestess of Bismara. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Jean, acolyte of Bismara, you could say.
Oh, another one of the faithful. I am surprised to see you here, but I appreciate the blessing that my goddess has gifted us by your presence.
Oh, the Lady of the Sea. My people worshipped her fervently.
Another member of the faithful. I'm surprised to
Hail
see a kobold this
Bismara.
far out.
Well, I live. Uh, he scratches his head and says, "Somewhere around here. I don't really know. I didn't keep track of where I was going."
Well, unfortunately, now you're gonna live on the third deck. It's just picking out one of the lockers and finding, she says, like doing air quotes with her hands, finding a locker for it because, after all, us simple swabs aren't allowed to keep weapons on hand. that would be illegal.
Well, he's not merely a swab; he's the new rigger. Doesn't he get special privileges as such?
I don't know. Necria seems just as hard as Mr. Plug. I wouldn't go waving that around if I were you, after all. And you see her kind of like, what's it called? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. What's it called? She basically like, what's it called? She kind of like reaches like down her pants and pulls out like a light mace. At which point she stuffs it back down her pants. Weapons are forbidden on board. One could use one to defend themselves. All in the
That's
name of
right.
our glorious Captain Mazer. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, it is certainly a blessing of the great lady to bring us to the great Mazer's ship. But perhaps we could go below. You could introduce us to some more of the crew.
By all means. And she starts heading down. She starts heading down.
We'll follow close behind.
Alrighty. Alright,
Yeah.
so again, in gameplay terms, the way this works is you have. Actually, no, I'm just going to take a picture of this. And I'm going to. What's it called? Crop. And. Crop. And save picture. I'm going to save it as savepicture.png because I am just that lazy.
Good luck finding it later.
I'm just going to post it in Discord. So right now, it is the night on the first day, so every one of you can tell me what you want to do. So you can either choose to go to bed early, you could choose to play or gamble, a game of chance to, or take in some of the piratical entertainment on board. You can make a perform check to try and make some friends. You're also welcome to straight up talk to someone, sneak around an area of the ship, or possibly attempt to open one of the locked doors or lockers around the ship, because there are, and as you guys are walking around here, you definitely see your fair share of like open crates and like pirate lockers, and oh yeah, there's also that quartermaster's storage where all your stuff is, but stealing from that's illegal.
Interesting.
So all right, let's go from the Discord order. Jean, what would you like to do
Um,
on your
well, I
first night
think
aboard the Wormwood?
I think that the captain was, or the head cook there was surprisingly kind to me. I'm curious if he's hanging around or if he's up with the other officers.
So you want to spend some time talking to Croup, basically?
Yeah.
All right, you go looking for your boss, basically, and you are going to find him basically where you left him. Honestly, he's gonna be like chilling by the. What's it called? He's gonna be chilling over by the like by the kitchen. He's like sitting on a wooden chair. He's like half reclining. He's basically doing that thing that schoolboys do, where they're like sitting on a wooden chair and they're reclining on the back two legs, where it's clearly he's about to fall over and he's just using his balance to stay reclined. And he is talking to a half orc of all people, which is a female half orc with a fuck you Jax, and the two of them are just kind of sharing stories back and forth. It's clear both of them are currently shit faced. She is sitting behind a iron door, which is the only iron door on this ship that is clearly feverishly locked. But as you walk up, oh yeah, also by the way, don't worry about exactly where your tokens are on Roll20. You can be anywhere at any time. People aren't just literally standing there. It's just everyone's walking around at all times. So
Cool.
don't worry about the actual physical location of your tokens on Roll20. But let me move you around for the sake of talking to people. So you walk over to Croup. He's basically shit faced. He's talking to the half orc over here, and he's like, and Grok, this is my new cook's mate. His name's
Good
Kenway.
evening.
Kenway, that's your name, right?
It's John, but close enough, I suppose.
Yeah, Jones here. He's just the best. We caught a pig together for Mazer's feast because we had a guy who died today. And Mazer likes murder. Mazer likes drinking blood when people dies. That's normal.
Yeah, pretty normal. That pig gave us quite the chase. I just really wanted to say I appreciate you may cover it for me. I'm sorry I wasn't dexterous enough to grab that
Oh,
little
good.
oinker.
All good. We're gonna go through some turtle schools soon. We'll catch some fish. You look like you're a fisherman. You know what you do. Clearly, I don't think anyone's gonna get killed yet. Which means we don't have to kill another one. You're a real good boy. Yeah, this man is not not able to talk at the moment, but he
Sean
likes
is
you.
still
Ish.
questioning his life choices as he approaches him.
You can
He
roll.
nods to the orc woman. He's hello.
All right. She kind of nods at you as well. It's called. It's called. You see like a bunch of glasses of like rum nearby. She'll hand you one.
I drink immediately.
Cool. Roll me a fort
Long,
save.
long day, long day.
This is technically alcohol. This is technically poison. But yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's called. Actually, it's called. If you make the fort save, you actually get +1 on your charisma-based check to influence someone today.
Oh,
So
cool.
who you rolling diplomacy on, basically?
Um,
Croup.
well, well, Krupp already likes me, so I don't know if I need diplomacy on him. I would like to maybe figure out who this orc woman is.
You can. What's called. So you can either roll me diplomacy if you're being nice, bluff if you're lying to her, and intimidate if you're trying to threaten her. But she also outranks you, so that might not be the best idea.
Yeah, too bad I suck at diplomacy, but I get a +1, I guess.
You get a +1 from the grog.
So a whole 0.
There you
I
go.
say hi. Just trying to make some friends down here. I've been told that that is important.
Roll
Um,
me a diplomacy check. 11. She kind of drinks the alcohol and says, "You're not getting in the quartermaster's store."
oh, that understandable. No, I was just more so introducing myself.
My name's Grok. I run the quartermastery down here. If you want to buy something, you're gonna need to offer something in equal exchange. I don't want it.
Hmm.
I don't want any money. I keep track of everything in the store. And if you want something out of Mazer's booty, you need to contribute something of equal value to the booty. I count up all the coins.
I see.
Let me reveal
If
the
I
name
may,
stone on these two, because you now know the name of these two characters.
if I may, Grok, I feel like I would be more useful around the shift should I be able to cast some of my spells. Is there any chance Mazer could perhaps do away with just a measly pouch of components?
You got coins to pay for that pouch of components? I
Uh,
don't want to. I don't want a pouch of bat shit in my quartermaster storage either. But unfortunately, anything that you had was null and void once you got recruited, as it were.
yeah. I pat my empty pockets and say, "Listen, I'm working for the cook. Maybe I can hook you up with a little something tomorrow at dinner, a little something extra. I'm a pretty good fisherman, if I do say so myself.
We'll talk about it tomorrow at dinner then.
Say no more."
All right. At which point, Monkey, what are you doing tonight?
Uh, are there actually lockers, or is that another like?
There are what's it called?
Mhm. Oh,
If you head down to like the third deck or so, there are a bunch of unopened lockers. There's a bunch of lockers. There's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of names on a bunch of the lockers. Some of them are locked. Some of them are unlocked. If you want to start unlocking a bunch of them, you're welcome to do so, but you might need to wait till everybody goes to bed.
uh, the unlocked ones. Is there like a
Uh,
key for that? That's
there are no keys for the lockers, but there are some unlocked lockers if you want to just claim one of them.
okay. So I'll need to find like, is it like a padlock that I'll need to
Yeah, so
find
you're
then?
gonna need to
Okay,
steal a lock basically if you want to make use of one of these.
got it. Okay. For now he's just
If
gonna
only you had
keep.
some sort of thieves' tools.
If only, if only.
I mean,
Let's
you
see.
got a little like you got a dinky dagger on you, so you're welcome to try. But I'd be giving you a penalty if you want to open a lock with your dagger.
Not yet. Let's not get into trouble too soon.
All right, you just want to take an early night, or you want to spend time talking to someone?
I think he's going to. He'll walk up to this guy. He looks interesting.
Which fella?
This fellow.
Move your token next to some of them. So this is a really big map. I'm sorry.
That is fair. There we go.
You're gonna talk to that guy. Okay. Let me flip over to that guy.
Is
That
that
fella.
Mustang?
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
That
Roy
fellow.
Mustang?
Colonel Roy Mustang, is that you?
He is a gnome. He is surprisingly handsome looking. He's got a very big, like 1800 style big purple hat. He has an eye patch. He has a white silk shirt. He's got like a almost like a Victorian gentleman style like cane. And he basically looks like someone dressed up as a pirate rather than like an actual pirate. And as he turns towards you, he says in like almost in like for you, common is a second language, so it's harder than speaking pure draconic. He responds to you in broken common, but it's clear he's like trying to pretend to be speaking in broken common. And he's like, "Hello there, have at ye. Welcome aboard our scurvy crew."
My name is Monkey.
"Hello, Mr. Monkey. I see you're one of our new recruits as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So you're also new here, I take it.
I've been on this ship for 12 hours. You are the first after recruits after me.
I see.
I am
What?
making the most of this. Honestly, I was planning to volunteer anyway. It's a shame they don't pay us, though.
Do normal pirates get paid? I don't know. I've always wanted to be a
I
pirate.
would have paid my crew. You always gotta give everyone a share of the plunder. But we haven't really found any new plunder. I am looking to do a bit of plundering, though. At which point he just starts staring at the ass of this woman nearby, and she just kind of walks away disgusted. Aye, there be plenty of islands for me to be plundering on this ship, eh?
I see.
Would you like to try and influence this man?
Sure.
Cool. Concubar's the name. Concubar, what's it called? Concubar Turtleac Shortstone. That's not what everybody here calls me, though.
What do they call you?
At which point, one of the nearby pirates yells, "Stop talking to jumble fucks!"
I see.
You like to roll diplomacy.
Okay,
Alright, 16. That'll do it. You are one of the only other small-sized characters here, so it's clear this guy has no idea what the fuck he's doing, but he is trying his best to make the best of it anyway. And he smiles to you, shakes your hand. Congratulations, you made a friend with what's it called, the ship's mascot, basically.
oh, okay. So he's kind of like
He's the ship's whipping boy,
okay. So he's the scapegoat.
scapegoat. Yeah, the
Aw,
it's called
that sounds useful.
what's that guy from Scooby Doo that everybody hates? Fucking Scrappy. That's basically who this guy is. Like he's clearly like way in over his head, but he's trying his best to not. He's trying his best to pretend. Oh, don't worry, guys, I'm totally a real pirate, but he's not a real pirate.
Okay, sick.
All right, cool. That is your turn, and you can see his name tag now. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool. Then Oshi, what are you doing tonight?
All right. Xavian wants to see if he can find one of those games you mentioned. There was some gambling going on.
There
but
is, in fact, plenty of gambling going on. Yes.
I am curious what they are gambling with when none of us are getting paid.
Well, funny enough, you mentioned that actually. Where is? Where is? I don't know. Let me flip through this. Do. Uh, do. Do. You'll see a few people playing games, and surprisingly enough, they are playing with coins. You guys might not have any coins, but it appears some people have in fact found ways to get coins on board this ship. You see a few people rolling dice, a few people basically taking pegs and like throwing knives at each other. A few people are like playing with coins, and there's also just straight up like a few people just playing blackjack, basically. But yes, they appear to be gambling with coins.
I'm going to approach one of the ones that are playing cards.
Anyone in particular?
Is there anything to set them apart from each other that I could make a decision based off of?
I got you your pictures on Roll20 is what you got right now. You know a few of their names. I'll say fucking Jumblefuck here is shuffling a deck of cards if you want to go and approach him.
Nah, I'm gonna avoid Jumblefuck for now.
Alright. It's called,
Um,
you see a small boy, you see a woman pirates, you see a fair few women pirates, you see a really fat guy over here shoveling cards.
let's go. Is there any game with like 3 or 4 of them all playing together?
Yeah, I'll say Sandra, it's called the really fat guy, and like one of the ship whores are playing cards right now.
I will introduce myself and head over that way.
Wonderful! We be dealing a hand of blackjack, you in?
Well, as the new person on board, I'm a little bit coin poor, but I'm sure I could find something else to throw in as a bet.
Such as?
Well, it's always good to be owed a favor on board a ship such as this, is it not?
It's called, you see, it's called Sandra just kind of look at you smiling. The fat guy seems unimpressed. And once you mention favor, what's it called? The ship's whore looks at you and says, all right, well, if you lose tonight, then you're mine for the night.
Damn, I wish that was me.
She's a very ugly whore.
Oh, never mind.
Very well, if you're betting favors as well. I
I
assume everyone else
mean,
is betting with coins?
yeah, you see everyone throw like about 50 silver into the pot. All right, cool. I guess what's it called? I can play actual blackjack if you want, or you can just roll
Oh,
me a
that's
check.
fancy.
Wonderful. Does anybody else here buy in?
I'll play some blackjack. Fuck yeah, if I come up from below deck.
All right, cool. Move your tokens over. See a round of blackjack being dealt. I'm assuming you guys all know how to play blackjack.
I don't.
All right, cool. All right, so we got. All right, so deal 2 cards to. So we got Xavian, we got Jean, and we got. So basically everybody except the kobolds playing, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so. And then obviously to me. Boop, boop, boop. You should have some actual playing cards. That's called. The fat guy throws as the dealer. He throws out a 2.
Nice, good card.
Alright, at which point, Adrian. He looks at you and says, you wants to hits or you wants to stay? Does Adrian actually know how to play blackjack? Terror? Terror. Whoa. Whoa. Anybody else there?
I'm here.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, I guess Terror disconnected at the moment. Okay.
that is rough.
Alright, at which point, alright, since he disappeared from the fabric of reality, he turns to Xavier and says, oi, hit or miss?
Let me see what cards I've got here.
Oh no,
Oh,
you,
shoot,
you should have 2, what's it called, right above your thing in Roll20. Like right above your picture in Roll20.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Yeah, if you click that little 2 button right there, because, Roll20 actually supports actual playing cards, weirdly enough. Yeah, you should have 2 cards above you, above your, like, profile picture on
Yep,
Roll20.
I see him now.
All right, so he says, "You wants to hit or you wants to stay?"
I will take a hit. I'm sorry. I'm still dealing with trying to get these other cards off my
I
screen.
don't worry about it. I'll delete it. So you have one card
There we
to
go.
Xavian. All
I'll
right,
stay with that.
all right, you staying? All right, how about you, Jean? You hitting or
Hit
you
me.
stay? Okay. And he deals you one card to Jean. You staying or you busted? Or you want another card?
Uh, um, I think. What does the dealer stay at here? What are the rules?
Oh, I'm staying with what I got. I got a
What?
big number.
You have a two?
The two's a big
Okay, I'll
number.
stay. I'll stay.
All right. I got 12. What you got?
15.
Oh shit! All right. If you want, you can grab the cards and like drag them onto the roll 20. Nice. Xavian, do you have more than a 15?
I have a 19.
Oh shit! Xavian wins the pot. At which point, Xavian, you gain 150 silver.
Eesh.
So you now actually have what's it called? You now actually have money.
Hey, Xavier, we woke up here together, man. You want to hook me up with a few coins?
Wait, what were you betting on here anyway? Don't you owe me a favor now?
Ah, shit, I guess I do, huh?
Yes.
We can make that 2 favors if you toss me a couple of coins.
Yeah, do me a favor and get real friendly with that woman. She seemed like she was looking for a guy, and I'm not interested.
All right.
Oh,
She
oh
seems
God.
suddenly very disappointed as you say that. But all right, cool. If there's no terror,
Just
then
say that
that's
discreetly. That was not
all right.
for her to hear.
All right, and unfortunately, since we have no terror anymore, unfortunately, that's it for night 1. Let me move on to night 2.
I begrudgingly wink at the wench. I'm a man of my word.
All right. She looks forward to seeing you tomorrow as the
I
party
can
goes
feel
to
my dick itching already.
as the party goes to sleep. And I'm assuming y'all know how sleep works in Pathfinder, so all your non-lethal damage is gone. All your it's called everyone heals 1 HP. Resets all your per day abilities. This is going to be happening a lot.
Beautiful.
Is there a button for that, like on our character sheet, or?
I believe there is. That's a rest button. I know there's one on the 5th edition sheet. I don't know if there's one on the Pathfinder sheet.
Not that I used anything, but just for future.
Yeah, on the page 3 under configuration, there's a rest button.
Sweet.
So hit that and it'll rest you basically. Well,
Right on
you
the
may need to
configuration page.
you may need to move a few things around on your own, depending if you have any other class features.
Cool. Sorry. Do I have any spells that I can cast component free, or am I just like out of magic?
That's a good question. We'll figure that out when we make you an oracle sheet.
Okay, so I'm just kind of SOL for spells this session then.
I mean, if you want to pick out some spells right now, but
Yeah, because it's going to depend on your spells known, because different spells have different component requirements.
yeah, Druid and Oracle have 2 completely different spell lists is the problem.
I see.
There's not going to be a whole lot of combat right now, though. Don't worry.
Cool. I just have some utility spells that might be good.
If you want to prepare any level 1 spells that don't have any material components, you're more than welcome to do so.
Okay, that's a vocal somatic. Okay, I see where I can see the components now.
V means you need to be able to speak. S means you need to be able to move your hands.
Yep.
M means material, so obviously you can't do that until you get your spell component pouch back.
Yes.
All right, and I'm
shit,
happy.
I was looking for spells, but I don't even need components. Okay, sick.
Alrighty. All right. So unfortunately, we have lost terror, but if you guys want to keep going, we can. This is just the best recruiting at the moment.
Oh, did we lose him permanently?
No, but he's left and he's now offline on the Discord.
Yeah,
So
his
I'm
PC might have crashed. We can take a quick pause here, see if he comes back. I don't know.
and Barnaby has not shown up at all, so I'm afraid to say, unfortunately, he might also be gone. Man, this was just the best recruitment. I already
It's okay.
lost
We can
half the
stay here
party.
playing blackjack for the rest of the night and just pick up next week.
I mean, you guys want to keep playing blackjack? You can. Alright, let me move on to day 2. Actually,
Is there any chance we have some like free time before bed that I can talk to the party here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Basically, again, out of game, the way it works is that while you're working during the day, you can basically take a ship action. At which point the end of the day happens, then bloody hour, and then after the night you can take a ship action. But if you just want to talk to the rest of the party, you can do that at any time. You have like a 12-hour. And oh shit, lightning took out his power.
Oh, well, that's a good excuse for vanishing.
That is a very good excuse for vanishing. But yeah, if you want to talk to the rest of the party, go right ahead.
Where did he say that?
PM to me.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess the two of you guys, I assume we're bunking somewhere in the same
There are.
area?
If you look down to the deck you're currently on, there are basically hammocks everywhere. You want to
Okay,
just
cool.
grab one.
Or various hammocks like claimed with names like on the post or whatever.
It's a free for all. You're on a pirate ship. People grab what they can grab.
Monkey.
Screw that. I'm coming over here and claiming this one, and I'm going to like actually try to customize this little area back for me later.
Wonderful.
I was about to say, Monkey kind of like looks for an empty potato sack, rolls it up, and uses it as a pillow or something like that.
Cool. Yeah, again, if there's anything that's like relatively shippy, you can find it. So like a random sack, you can find that no effort here on this ship. Or if you're looking for like a hammer or nails or rope, you can find that without a check.
A little chisel just like scratch my name into the post next to this hammock.
Absolutely, you now have a chisel.
Nice.
How does my when I'm doing this? How does my voice sound?
Oh, hi.
Pretty rough.
It's called. Hi there, Captain Yarface. How you doing?
Okay. No power in my house, so I can't get on my computer.
That's no fun. What's it called? You literally just got hit by lightning?
Yep.
Wow.
I am sorry to hear that, good sir. That is horrible
rough.
timing.
Like, how terrible do I sound?
Workable?
Decent.
Okay, are we good to just be on my phone?
You guys, you okay with terror like this?
Fine by
I mean,
me.
if there's any game
Better
to do
than
it
not
in,
having
this
him
one
around.
is the
Better
best
than not
game.
having him around. There you go. Again, I don't expect there to be a whole lot of combat or dice rolling for these first few days as you guys get used to life on a ship. But yeah, terror, it's currently like 8 o'clock at night. You make your way down to the third deck. You see the party win a small amount of gambling and then start grabbing bunks. I'm assuming
Fuck,
you
I
join
literally
them.
had my body there when it started.
All right, what do the 4 of you guys do as you build your pillow fort of hammocks?
Yeah.
I think I approach the other people and I say, "Hey, can I talk with you guys for a second?"
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Listen, I feel like we're kind of in this similar situation here. We all woke up together. We've kind of just become slaves overnight after a shitty night at the bar. And I think it would be in our best interest if we stuck together a little bit, maybe help each other out. I know I already owe you a favor there, Xavian, I think. I don't know if we've formally introduced ourselves.
Yeah, it's been kind of a quick day. Yes, I'm Xavian, and I know him. I point at
Monkey.
sorry, the monkey, but I also know Tiefling. But I don't actually know his actual name.
His name is
Adrian.
Adrian.
Adrian. Like, so
Okay,
so I know these two, but you are new to me.
I guess I'm the odd one out here. I'm Jean. I
Some sort of
come
holy
from.
man.
Sorry.
I say you're some sort of holy man. I understand.
Um. Well, more so, Besmara resurrected me. I should be dead right now, so I follow Besmara. She did give me life after all.
Hey, that sounds kind of familiar.
That sounds like a story I'd like to hear.
Well, we have all night, I suppose. I was a fisherman. Um, and then one day I drowned. You know, in a storm, I was caught out. And as I felt the life slipping away from me, Bismara, she decided that I deserved a second chance. I'm still trying to figure out why, but I'm trying to make the most out of it here.
Huh. That's interesting. Something not too different happened. You said that was a year ago?
Yeah, 2 years. It kind of
Was
all blends together at this point, you know.
was it during the great storm that blew through, the one that wrecked the three ships over by the port about a year or so back?
It very well could have. I'm actually hailing a little bit more south than that, but I would imagine that storm probably blew upwards.
Yeah, because I had a very similar experience during that storm, and well, here I am today. Kind of smiles a little bit sadly at that.
Yeah, I give you also a knowing sad smile. So listen, I mostly just wanted to perhaps uh get some kind of relationship forged with you guys. I understand now I am the odd man out here. If you wouldn't mind running with me, perhaps I was on a previous pirate ship, in fact, so I could be a useful ally.
Interesting. What captain did you serve under?
I served. Let me see. I forget this guy's name. I served under. Well, this is a long lore document. One sec.
If you want,
Yeah.
you
Uh,
can right click and
yeah,
pin that thing we gave.
yes. I served under Maximil Janus in Rapier Bay for a little bit, but I ran away. Essentially, he was a bit too much of a dog for me.
You guys can roll me a check on that name if you'd like.
Local.
Local or nobility. Technically nobility, but these are pirates, so yeah, not a clue.
Roll for
Uh,
me.
14 nobility. You might have heard that name. You know he's one of the pirate lords, but what he's responsible for, not sure. Don't know much about the guy himself, other than
I have
he's
no
important.
objection. I think it would be nice to have a little pack.
I appreciate that.
Well, given that we are all in very similar situations, I trust no one has particular love for our good captain. Is that like almost at a whisper?
Uh, yes, I have no ties to this captain. I have ties to my life, however, I would like to keep living.
Same.
I think that living is a good cause to fight for.
However,
Just
and at this point, I do lower to a complete whisper. I will see this captain dead. I don't know how, but it's going to happen.
Consider me intrigued. And listen, I spoke with Brock, the quartermaster. She seems stern but fair. If we are able to scrounge together some coin, perhaps through gambling, we could probably trade her for some of our items back to make us a bit more battle ready when that time comes.
I don't know if it's wise to fight him on his own ship without our own.
Well, don't necessarily need one to fight him directly. But for now, I feel like our best route is to continue befriending the crew.
I don't think we need another ship. I think we need an opportunity.
Mm. Uh, yeah, I certainly don't think I could take him in a fight, but I think subtlety may be our friend in this case.
I could take him on in a fight.
I would like to see that.
Alright, so I say the party goes to sleep at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cuddles up inside of a potato sack.
Alright, party goes to sleep. Reset all your spells per day and all that jazz. Because, fun fact about sorcerers is you don't actually need material components for any of your spells because you get shrew materials for free. So you're actually good to go, though I'd probably advise against throwing fire spells around. Or visible spells, at the very least, on board the ship. Because currently no one knows you're a sorcerer.
Did no one catch him casting the mage hand earlier?
Maybe a few people did, but, no one important currently knows.
Winks at the camera.
There you go. But yeah, anywho, party goes to sleep. You guys sleep for like a good 6, 7, 8 hours. You guys get your rest. At which point, you hear a ding, 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 ding bell for you guys to get ready for work.
Oh boy, another
Monkey,
day of rat catching.
Monkey falls out of his hammock and hits the floor as he kind of like stumbles up to attention and salutes.
Alright. As he's doing so, and he's making his way, as Monkey's making his way over to the stairs, you're actually going to see the big fat guy who you were gambling with before just kind of hold out his hand at like arm's length, put it on your face, and like push you back. In a hurry.
Yeah, Sandri's supposed to go to work.
Yeah, well, Necra says she doesn't like you fuckers, so currently I've got some different work planned, and he just kind of cracks his knuckles.
Oh, what do you have planned?
He takes a swing at you. Roll initiative.
Awesome.
Okay. Tara, how do you want us to do this? Do you want one of us to just like roll for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, hold on. Let me give you. Can I? Do you mind if I give someone? Actually, hold on. I can probably click buttons on your character sheet. Page 20. Where is page 20?
Initiative.
They are initiative +2. Unfortunately, I do have to do this manually because I don't have built-in character sheets like you guys do with your magic. I have to do pencil and paper stuff.
I mean, the alternative is spending the like 20 hours setting up every single token with a character sheet. I mean, you could do that.
I'm gonna have to say no to that one, Chief. I'm sorry. Alright, and Adrian gets a 13. Cool.
Woo!
Do we have any ties? Yes. You are tied with Jape, and Jape has a .2. Xavian, you are tied with Flips. What's your initiative mod?
3.
You are going first. So again, none of these people have weapons. You can clearly see none of them are wearing armor as well. They look like they're just kind of bullying you. And they name drop Necrea. And you see, the big fat guy go to swing at Monkey. However, Adrian, the woman here beats him to the punch. And instead walked forward and takes a swing at Monkey.
Awesome.
Alright, 21 to hit your face.
Oh, yeah, that definitely connects.
This is D3 +1. And again, this is a fist, so she promptly punches you in the face for 3 points of non-lethal.
Okay.
Alright, Jan, what do you do?
I
So again,
think
no one here currently has weapons. Looks like they're just bullying you.
Yeah, we're getting bullied. I think I'll do a bit of bullying back and try and cast a flare in his eyes.
Oh, on the who? What's it called? The fat guy or the woman who punched Monkey?
I think the big fat guy, I feel like he'll probably be able to hit the hardest.
Oh shit! All right, so you pull it, and what does this spell look like as you're casting magic?
I think I kind of like extend my fingers and you kind of like some salty water splashes in his eyes.
Oh shit! All right, he is gonna have to roll a fort save. He is a fat guy, so he has a bit of a bonus to fort saves. Not a huge, no, 1d20 plus 3. He gets a. He is dazed. Oh boy. He gets splashed
Okay.
in the eyes for a round. What's it called? At which point, this guy in the back, what's it called? As you see, what's it called? The big fat guy get hit in the eyes. He just like, I can't see shit. He's like, you're using magic now, motherfucker? You using
I
magic?
I,
Oh, I got some
I
magic
do
for
think
you
I
here,
tried to
motherfucker. And he
uh
say again.
I think I would have tried to like pretend like I was scooping some water off the ground or something to kind of disguise that I'm
All right,
casting
roll me
spells.
bluff. Roll me bluff for him to not
We do
realize you're
not
casting.
have a good bluff. Yeah,
Alright,
okay.
yeah. He says, you using magic now, motherfucker? Let me show you some magic right here. And he's gonna pull out an actual dagger and charge you.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
At which point he is now using a actual weapon.
all right.
He attempts to stab you for a 15.
That's probably gonna hit my AC. Where's my AC? Yep, hits my AC.
Alright, you are lethally stabbed for 4 damage. Sorcerer, how do you react to this? Someone has
Oh,
now been
wow.
stabbed.
Okay. I walk up to the guy who stabbed one of our friends and I say, "Hey, bud, you really want to stab one of your friends?" And I cast Charm Person.
Oh shit, charm person on this guy. Alrighty. And what does this spell look like as you're casting it? Are you just straight up waving your hands and saying magic words?
I basically walk up to him and like this frost forms in my eyes for like a half second and then disappears.
Alrighty. 1d20. Well, he does get a bonus against charm person because he is currently fighting you. But he is going to get a 7 on his save.
Oh,
So what did you say when you were charming him? Sorry, is that you don't want to stab him?
No, you really want to stab one of your friends.
Oh shit, alright. He gets all glazy eyed as you say that. Xavian, what do you do?
Buddy.
Xavian?
Sorry, I'm here.
You see the sorcerer walk forward, cast some sort of spell on the guy with the dagger, and he gets all glaze-eyed. At which point the other 3 guys start to look real worried. Yeah, this guy down here is the only one with an actual weapon at this point.
yes.
Okay, so he's the one with the actual weapon, but he is also now something. The person like magic guy just did something to him. I don't have the spellcraft to know what.
He looks all funky right now.
One of us.
Sabian
I-
seen me cast spell a couple
Yeah,
times.
I would know at least enough that okay, I don't need to worry about this guy at the moment from that look on his face, and am going to attempt to just shove this woman back into this person right in front of me back here.
Alright, so shove the 2 women together? Cool, that's a CMD. Oh boy, that'll do it. Alright, you slam her into him. At which point, Phipps goes, shit, guys, these guys are using fucking magic. I'm gonna report this shit. And he just starts darting up the stairs, basically. And he is now out of the combat. Monkey.
Oh, I may have made a mistake.
Yeah, you guys kind of escalated that situation, but it's okay. I won't be the one getting keyhole hauled for it.
Alright, no one's dead yet.
I look at the gaping wound in my stomach and say, I think I got my punishment.
No, this is Monkey's turn.
Let's see.
Ryan, you can totally sneak attack with an unarmed attack.
Just go ape shit, man.
He's actually not unarmed because he has his tail.
You do, in fact, have your tail.
Let's see.
Are you brandishing your tail like a weapon against these two?
How does stealth in combat work?
You need something to hide behind. Currently, hammocks.
Okay. Better idea. He's gonna try and grab this hammock and then whip it at her to kind of like obscure her face, or like throw a net over, if that makes sense.
All right, cool. Roll me CMD -2. Because it takes you a while to like unhook the hammock, and it's sort of an improvised weapon. Unfortunately, you are not tall enough. You like look up and you realize this hammock is like 5 feet off the ground, and your arms aren't that long.
He, like,
However,
tries to go
honestly,
up and
at
grab
this
it.
point, it doesn't matter. You guys are using weapons. You guys are casting spells. She and the other woman basically go shit, and basically run upstairs as well because they don't want. What's it called? You guys have clearly escalated this situation at this point. So
Kevin, I will say the big guy was blinded. I don't know if that.
he is what's it called? He is not blinded. He is dazzled from flare.
Okay, okay.
So he's at a penalty, but he can still kind of see.
Cool.
However, at this point, it's just Jake at this point. So, Jean, it's now your turn. You have been stabbed, and there's a man staring at you with a zombie-like expression. He just kind of says, "Must stab friends."
I am certainly not your friend. I take a step back. I think I look at everybody and say, you know, I take responsibility for that. I don't have any weapons. I wasn't quite sure what else to do. So yeah,
Do you
I'm
do
not
anything, or just
I'm
step
not
back?
gonna attack this guy. I'm not gonna escalate this any further. He's incapacitated right now.
See,
Maybe.
that being said, you did cast Charm Person on you, and reading the first line of Charm Person, the charm makes a humanoid creature regard you as trusted friend. Must stab friend. At which point he walks over and stabs the sorcerer.
Ah, you
Because you're his
want
friend.
consequences of my own actions.
14 versus AC.
I don't know. Does that hit me?
Let me check your armor class. Your armor class is 11, so yes, that does hit. You take
Ah,
T4 plus 1 damage. Take 2 damage. So your current HP is now 4. But yeah, you told him to stab his friend, at which point he walks over and stabs his friend. How do you respond?
okay, ignore last order. Put yourself to sleep.
Okay. At which point he just kind of stands there and closes his eyes.
I mean, you could ask him to hand over his dagger to someone, but either way.
That's a good
idea.
Okay, at this point we're probably out of combat.
Yeah, we can loot his sleeping body.
He's just standing there in a daze.
Monkey's just gonna kind of like put his hands in his pockets and shuffle around.
Oh, this guy has a bunch of stuff on him, actually. Are you just looting him while he's standing there?
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
He's got a throwing axe. He's got
Oh
a
my
cutlass. He's got a dagger. He's got a blackjack. And you see like a lucky rabbit's foot in there as well.
Take that rabbit's foot.
Alright.
I'm going to take the cutlass because I think I may be able to trade that for my rapier back.
Alright. So if
Yeah,
you
I'll take the dagger if that's okay. Have some sort of weapon.
you take the bloody
what's
dagger
left?
covered in your friend's blood.
And my blood.
Oh,
we
and
got
your
it.
blood as well.
I also can I just dish out a couple of cure light wounds to those of us who were stabbed?
Absolutely. Feel free to cast Cure Light. Are you taking his pants as well?
I'll take his pants.
Alright, you have one set of pirate pants.
Okay, so
Um,
I'm going to quickly try to hide this cutlass so it doesn't get stolen before rushing upstairs to try to get there before what's her face starts being mad about us being late.
And where are you hiding this cutlass? Like down your pants? In your bunk?
I am thinking somewhere in this jumble of stuff near my bunk.
So you just throw it underneath a bunch of pillows, basically?
Basically.
Alrighty. What the rest of you guys do is he just runs as John starts running upstairs for work.
You said he had a blackjack, right?
He did in fact
Okay.
have all of this is medium size, however. So if you want to use stuff that's not sized for you, it's -2 to hit.
Okay, never mind. Monkey's just gonna like run upstairs as fast as he can.
Monkey's running. The rest of you guys running upstairs as well.
I will also run upstairs, but as we go, I touch our sorcerer on the shoulder and heal him back up for 7.
All right, sorcerer, you are now at full health again.
Oh, doesn't hurt no more. Nice.
I mean, you might have like a wound where your giant gaping hole used to be, but
My bad. Here you go.
you guys come back up on deck. You see the 3 of these guys yelling at Necria. Blah 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 blah. They started to fight, and you hear her like specifically say, "I specifically told you guys not to fucking draw." At which point you 4 come up on deck and is like, "See, they're here anyway. So don't fucking lie to me like that shit." And the 3 of them just glare at you 4.
Oh, I've been stabbed. The fucker stabbed me.
Look, I'll have fucking none of it. Well, who fucking stabbed you?
He's sleeping.
What?
In Kill Hall, or whatever it's called.
What?
I don't know.
I thought that you got cured of the stab as well. So you're coming up here, you're healed after getting a cure, and they're saying like, "Look, they stabbed me," and pointing at a non-existent wound.
Yeah, Necria
Bloody
looks at
hole
you
in his
guys
sleeve.
confused and is just like, "Get fucking to work, goddammit."
There's blood. Look, can I roll like a roll to pretend as though the wound was still there? I should still have blood.
You could roll me a bluff check, sure.
Roll me the shit. Somebody, whoever has control.
Yeah, I got you. You get a plus to that?
I think that's like +3.
Yeah, so like a 10, sadly.
All
Maybe I
right,
shouldn't be rolling. I'm rolling like shit.
hold on, let me scroll back up to what you guys are just fucking doing today. With a 10, nah, she's just gonna say, if you want to get fucking stabbed, and she lashes you for 1 non-lethal. You better start fucking catching some rats again.
Ah,
So you swabs are on rat catching duty again.
let's do it.
But again, refer to chart in Discord. So you have 5 options for today. You can either work diligently, which will give you a bonus on your doing your tasks for the day. You can choose to talk to someone while you're working. You can choose to make a normal check and spend some time looking around an area of the ship. Take a penalty if you want to go to the quartermaster's, or fuck off from your duties and do something else, basically. So I guess we will start with Terror. So Adrian, what are you doing today? Your job is rat catching.
Xavier's still with me, right?
Yes.
I'll probably just be chilling with him and doing the work.
Alright, so work diligently?
Yeah, if he's doing the work, I'll probably be right with him.
Alright, so roll me. So we are on rat catching, so this is either a stealth check, survival, or dex. If you want to work diligently, you're getting +4 on your check.
Okay, roll me dex for me.
Alright, let me click on your dexterity.
Would be my second best.
7, but since you're working diligently, you are able to successfully pass.
Fuck, I rolled a 1? Damn.
Now you rolled a 7, 6 + 1 + 4.
Oh, never mind. Shit, those are shit stats. Fuck.
Alright, so that is Adrian. Now we're on to Jean, who is Cook's mate.
Okay, what are we cooking?
I don't know. Let me roll a d6 and find out. 5. 5 is... Oh, alright. So, what's it called? Jean makes his way down to the... On... This one, Jean. Jean makes his way down, and you're gonna see Fish Guts sitting there, and he is significantly less drunk than he was today. And he, he just kind of like gestures for, he kind of like pulls up another chair, gestures for you to sit down, and pulls out like a not a really good bottle of wine, like a shitty bottle of wine basically, and pours you a glass. It's not grog, but it's like watered down white wine basically. He's like, "Go on, sit with me."
Starting the day right, I see Fish Guts. All right.
I got most of the cooking done today anyway, and honestly, we still have that pig from last night for Mazer, so just sit here and let me tell you a few old stories, basically.
All right.
So basically, you
grab a
got
seat.
the Fish Guts tells you war stories all day. So you actually get 2 ship actions today.
Oh, cool. Can I try? Is Grok still by the quarter?
Yeah, she's like
Uh,
right next to you.
can I like rope her into this conversation and like attempt to like influence her a little bit?
Absolutely. What's it called? You can clearly tell that these 2 characters are like friends already.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a +2 on your diplomacy check against Grok.
Okay, cool. I
And
just want to be
Fish
like,
Guts will
so
also offer you some rum if you want to make that check. I want to drink that as well.
I'll drink some rum. I'm not gonna say no to my boy Fish Guts.
All right, cool. Roll me fort save, not puke up your
Sorry.
rum.
I closed my character sheet somehow. One sec.
That sounds like an important aspect.
Yes. Okay, so I need to roll a fort save first of all as I take
It's
my
just
shot.
yeah, it's just DC 10 for the shots. It's not difficult. Yeah, you're fine. And this gives you
Okay,
+1 on social checks versus the crew.
awesome. I say, so Grok, is Fish Guts full of shit here or what?
I mean, when he's talking about the fact that Shackles is technically a democracy, but really, the guy at the top, he gets voted on by all the pirate lords. But honestly, he's the one fucking appointing all the pirate lords. So is it really still a democracy?
Understandable. Too bad I have the charisma of a rat.
Unfortunately, something. As soon as politics is mentioned, like you just completely it just turns into fucking r/world politics immediately, and there's just shouting. Thankfully, you do have 2 ship actions today because you rolled lucky on your what's it called? Fish Guts doesn't have you do any work today. Basically, he's got everything handled.
Um. Okay. So in that case, while she's distracted arguing with Fish Guts, I would like to take a look at the quartermaster stores here and see if there's any like kind of weak spots where we could maybe send one of our smaller party members to easily get in and get out.
I mean, if you want to search the quartermaster's sword, she's not gonna let you she's not gonna let you in. There's like a big iron door, and she's basically on the other side of an iron door. The top kind of opens up like one of those like old-fashioned gates, and it's clear
Right.
like there's like a lock on it, and it looks like she has the key to it. So she's obviously not gonna let you in. But just looking
Yeah.
into the quartermaster's store, yeah, you see like bunch of big piles of treasure. You see all your old stuff is in there. Most of the party's stuff, as well as like a fair few other things. Like there's like a good like few thousand gold in there, as well as a few magical weapons, as well as
Cool.
other trinkets. Some of it's in just loose gold, a few of it is in like trunks.
Sweet. I was more so like looking for a way that we could get in besides the iron door. Is that just like not a thing? Like, is there like any loose boards or something on the room that it's
If
in,
you want
or
to
like,
perceptionize around the kitchen, you can.
yeah. Where's my perception? Come on, give me a good roll. Okay.
You got a 17. Let me scroll down to do. Uh, that is number A9. Do 7A9. No, but you do find one of the meat cleavers he's using is a perfectly decent hand axe.
Cool. I will I'll slip that into my trousers along with the dagger.
Alrighty. So that is Jean. Now we are on Xavian. And Xavian is a swab, so he is also on rat catching duty.
Yeah, so for my ship action, I'm probably going to be shirking off a little bit to try to make a trip to the shop.
Yep. So you'll be so basically roll your check at -2, but in exchange, you will come by the shop, so you'll see all the stuff Zan is doing.
Hey, Xavier.
Yeah, even fucking off, you're able to catch enough rats. Probably a few on the way to the back of the kitchen. You'll see Grok there. You can see Zen trying to talk to her, and there's just this giant argument about like the nature of politics currently going on. At which point you walk in, and he's like, "Hey, another blue guy."
Hey, well, I see you're working hard there, Zian.
Oh,
Yeah, we got lucky today. Lots of extra food.
Wonderful. Well, I've
As,
got
as I'm drinking my rum, just like casually chilling with these guys.
We don't really.
I've got some rats for you to add into your next dish. I know you
Uh,
love them.
Perfect, perfect.
I mean, we don't normally cook rat, but fuck it. If Mazer doesn't notice, you're welcome to throw it into the pot.
Yeah.
I'll serve up some rat sashimi.
You can roll me a cooking check if you actually want to try and cook rats.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
All right. What brings you down to the galley today?
So I actually came to talk to the good quartermaster here. I stumbled across. I made a few trades after winning at some blackjack last night, and I thought I might be able to make a trade here now.
I heard a bit of a rumor there that you've been trying to hook up with Mazer's whore. Don't know what he sees in her, to be totally honest. But you want to stick your dick in crazy. That's your problem, good sir.
Ooh, well, we'll see what comes of that. But a gentleman never tells.
You see Fish Guts laugh.
However,
Grok looks
as
at
a
you.
result of our
If you'd be willing to offer something to the captain's store, we'd be willing to do trades on a 1-to-1 basis.
I see after my winnings yesterday, I was able to purchase a fine weapon here. I kind of shimmy this cutlass out of my pants, and
Interesting.
now it's a fine weapon. It's very fine, but you must understand that when I joined the crew as part of payment for being enrolled with this illustrious crew, I had to give up all of my own possessions, and well, I was rather fond of the rapier I brought with me. Would you consider this an even trade?
She looks at the cutlass. You see, she kind of looks back. She opens one of the wooden lockers with a key, and you can see it contains all your shit along with a bunch of other stuff. She kind of reaches in. She pulls out your rapier, looks at it, looks at you. Looks pretty shit to me. Sure.
Hideous rapier you'll ever see. Sold. And I hand her the cutlass.
All right, you have your rapier back.
And rapier gets shoved down the pants.
That's gonna make Fish Guts laugh. All right, and now we are
Hey,
on.
I've only seen 3 people get castrated that way. It's perfectly safe. I say as I kind of jiggle it around.
I mean, I'm glad you got the long stabby weapon at the very least. And now we are on your rigger. So
Hello.
rigger is got a number 5. So today you are going to be. Oh, you're on lookout again. Cool. All right. So it's a climb check and a perception check. So you want to work diligently? Do you want to talk to someone? Sneak around? Fuck off your duties?
He's gonna work, but he's gonna try and influence his boss, Mr. Plug, right?
You can try. However, I'll give you a straight up. Necria and Mr. Plug cannot be influenced. They don't like you.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, you can try certainly, but you have a feeling it might be wasted effort.
He's gonna, or wait, assuming he does get up to the crow's nest, he's gonna try and hang off the sail with his tail and get the attention of this guy to kind of show off and have some fun.
Oh, what's it called? Yeah, sure. I'll say this guy's a rigger as well with you. So he climbs up. He is the 3rd tiefling you've seen on board this boat. He has red skin. It's more of like a red-black blend than you've seen on Necria. He also has he's got a cutlass by his side, and he kind of climbs up into the rigging with you with a boarding axe. Howdy, he says.
Hello there, my friend.
Crow's nest duty again. I'm surprised they're putting the short guy on the lookout, but I don't judge. I hate getting stuck in there as well. I prefer the climbing.
Let's see. And he's just kind of he's gonna wrap his tail around one of the, I guess, branches. I don't remember the actual word of it.
The rigging
he's gonna wrap
lines,
his
the
tail around-
the ropes.
yeah, something like that, and hang like a monkey to try and impress this guy.
You are a weird-looking kobold. Would it be offensive if I offered you a banana?
Wouldn't turn it down.
Fuck it. All right, I could probably ask the quartermaster. All right, roll me diplomacy, I assume.
Ta-da. Ooh.
What's it called?
Like falls a few feet as he does this.
Unfortunately, that's going to be a failure to today. Doesn't make him any worse, but you can see he's kind of cringing at your performance. Alright, and I believe that's everybody for today. Alright, so cool. Then obviously it is Bloody Hour. So I don't think. Oh yeah, so I guess at this point, it's called by the end of the day, after everybody does work, you will actually see Necria drag fucking Jape up here onto the deck of the ship. Hold on, let me reveal this guy's name at this point. You see this guy get dragged up onto the deck of the ship, and he gets fucking whipped mercilessly for how dare you not show up on time? Why are you doing down standing around doing nothing? We need you to be working on board this ship. And like the whole time he's like fucking staring at Adrian like death eyes, like you have made an enemy for life out of this guy. Do you respond at all? Adrian?
Oh,
And he disconnects from the call again.
There he is.
Oh, Adrian, your mic is muted if you're trying to talk.
Okay, sorry. What did I do?
The guy you charmed is getting whipped by Necria during the Bloody Hour for not showing up to work. At which point he is now death glaring you, and you've probably made an enemy for life out of this guy.
I'm gonna stick out my tongue and do devil horns right above my head.
Wonderful, cool. I'm gonna make a note. This guy hates you now. Stealing and charm. All right, cool. At which point we are now at night actions. So at this point, it's called work is done. It's about 6 o'clock at night. It's called Necria yells at everyone to go to sleep, but no one immediately goes to sleep unless you want to go to sleep immediately.
Oh, actually, before we move forward, did we get the names from the people that we were gambling with last night?
You did not get their names. No, you got Sandra, who you got Fat Guy, who you did not get a name out of, and you got Ship's Whore, but you did not get her name. If you want to approach them and ask their name, you're more than welcome to, but that would be your ship action, basically.
No, I think I want to see if I could find a point where Jape's little posse that he ambushed us with is separate from Jape to try talking with them.
I'll say you can probably find the fat guy, yeah. Do you want the fat guy or one of the two women?
Let us go with let's go find the fat guy. Why not?
Yeah, you'll find the fat guy. He'll be on like the third deck. Where are you guys? Xavian. Yeah, you'll find him up on like the poop deck, basically, right at the front. He's got like a big ol' bottle of liquor in his hand. He's drinking it. He's clearly in a bad mood. You sneak up behind him, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Well, I just wanted to make sure there was no hard feelings after this morning. No long-term harm, no foul.
You be doing fucking magic and shit to Japes.
I did no sort of magic. I don't know first thing about magic. I'm a normal guy just like you.
You did something to Japes. Nah, I'd be having none of it.
Nah, look me in the eye. I didn't lay a finger on Japes. I understand that one of my friends may or may not have done something. I don't know magic. I couldn't tell you for sure if it actually happened. What I can tell you is I don't see what you see in that Japes guy. He came at us with a knife over absolutely nothing. Just because Necria wanted to have some sort of a grudge? Come on. I'm certain we just got off on the wrong foot here. I just want you to look at us a little more favorably.
All right, roll me a check on the fat guy. It's gonna be difficult, but you can certainly try.
Oh, if it's gonna be difficult, I'm probably not having any chance at it. But we'll see.
Can Adrian walk up?
If you want. Adrian walks up behind you as you're talking to the fat guy.
I'll wait until after his check.
He rolls.
Yes.
So unfortunately, Phipps looks at Xavian, and he says, "Listen here, fucking blue man. There's only one whip on board this ship that means anything. Mazer, he stays inside his nice cozy cell, and the only thing he ever asks for is food and whores. So as far as I'm concerned, Necria is the bitch who is running this ship. So you are either going to learn to suck her metaphorical dick, or you're getting keel-hauled. That's the way this ship works." And he's going to walk off because the 7 is not going to convince him. At which point the sorcerer walks up.
Hey, Vivian.
So you heard that, huh?
The later half. Is he messing with you?
No, I was trying to do damage control on your nonsense this morning, but no such luck.
No. Let's keep an eye on him.
Well, you do have -1 charisma.
It is a problem, yes.
Maybe if we never get the chance out, I might be able to get him alone and get him to not really go messing with us again.
Speaking of which,
He'll-
would you like to take a nighttime action, Adrian?
What are the nighttime actions again?
Again, it's in the Discord. Your options are you can either go to bed early, you can gamble with someone, you can try to entertain the crew, which would either be a charisma or a performance-based check. You can talk to someone, you can choose to sneak around and take some time exploring a particular area of the ship, if you want to go, like, loot the bilge or something, or attempt to open a locked door or locker or steal from the quartermaster.
Oh, hold up. Where's Roy Mustang?
Where's who?
The anime character.
What's it called? What's it called? There
Is
is,
he
in
the
fact,
Roy
it's called, yes,
Mustang?
I grabbed a whole bunch of random pictures off the internet, but yeah, sure, there's a guy over here.
Can his name be Roy Mustang now?
Now his name is Roy Mustang. I don't watch anime, so I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
He
Uniform?
has some
Just wear-
sweet white gloves with runes on it.
Alright, you see a pirate named Roy Mustang.
He's not wearing like a military uniform, is he?
I don't watch it. Sorry. I don't get this. I don't understand this reference.
Okay. I imagine he's just a regular pirate.
He is a regular pirate. Possibly ex-military uniform.
Oh, okay. I like that. Hey, you have a pretty nice uniform.
Thanks.
Where are you from?
Cheliax. Let me Google this character real quick so I know who the fuck this is.
He's a badass.
Yeah, I used to work for Cheliax. Then they kicked me out. Me and Leviticus really ran away with him. And then we got picked up by Mazer about 4 months ago. It's great, really.
So you're somebody who was not forcefully acquired.
I mean, I'm not gonna say we joined up willingly. It's, Mazer was looking for recruits, and, he fucking sweet-talked us. Promised us a good share of the plunder if we joined up with him. And we haven't even hit a ship in like 3 fucking months, so that's a lot of plunder we've been eating.
By the way, is this guy human?
This character you're talking to is human, yes.
Okay, so I'm not about to just obliterate the shit out of him.
I mean, you're welcome to obliterate the shit out of him if you so desire.
Oh, alright.
He does not appear to dislike you from being a tiefling, though.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I fucking, without visuals, I suck here.
You want to roll diplomacy on Roy Mustang?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, roll it.
I don't know if he can. Not being
Oh yeah,
average
you
PC.
what's it called? You can't click things.
Roll a full-
Diplomacy. 6. Fortunately, you were just a little bit too provincial for you. He doesn't hate you per se, but you have failed to make a friend today.
I'll work him. Don't worry.
All right. And then I
Hey,
believe it's just Monkey left.
Indeed.
What would you like to do tonight?
I'm curious about this guy. What's up with him?
The Roy Mustang character?
The one below Monkey Star.
That is the ship's whore.
Ah,
She is, in fact,
interesting.
not a guy. That's it called. She is possibly talking to Roy Mustang as you walk by her, but if you want to talk to her directly, you can.
Let's see. Is that just an actual kid?
There is, in fact, a literal child running around here, yes.
I'm gonna ask about my fellow small person.
Are you asking the whore, or are you asking him directly?
I'll ask him directly. I didn't
You
expect
are
to
going to see looks to be a child, maybe like 8 or 10 years old-ish, just kind of running around the lower decks. He appears to be relatively free to himself. He's got like a knife in one of his hands. He's like carving a bit of a whalebone, basically. You walk over to him, and he's like, "Hi there."
I didn't expect to see someone so young on the ship.
I was born on the ship.
What?
Yeah, I'm. My name's Jack Mazer.
Oh,
You probably know who my dad is. I don't really get to see him that much though.
he's the fellow that hired us. Yes. Yes.
I think he's your boss. Yeah, he hires a lot of people. Not all of them last all that long though.
Well, only the best survive. I suppose.
He just kind of looks you up and down. I've never seen someone like you before.
Ah, I am a descendant of mighty dragons, indeed.
Oh wow, you're a dragon?
Well, that's a bit of a stretch, but
That's
something like that.
cool.
Though, I'm surprised he doesn't know you very well.
I mean, I've seen Dad a few times, but he goes through my mom's like a lot, a lot.
Ah,
He goes through them very quickly. You're not entirely sure what the kid means by going through, but it doesn't sound very nice.
oh shit.
yeah, no. We'll just ignore that part.
But I still see him on occasion. He says in a few more years I might be able to get my own ship. It'll be great. Can't wait to meet more people like that.
I'm sure you'll be a fine pirate. I'm gonna hold out his hand to shake and say, "The name is Monkey."
My name's Jack. You want to roll diplomacy on him?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Oh man,
Uh,
we are just doing terrible.
I mean, you got his name, but he seems a little bit racist. Probably his dad, though. But I'll give you his name. His name is Jack Mazer, and he's known as the Scrimshaw because he likes
Beautiful.
carving whale bones. Ooh, somebody is screwing around. Ooh. And now
Yeah, Terror just said in chat that he's back up, but his mic is suddenly like throwing all sorts of gibberish at us.
Ooh, Terry, you okay? Just need to reconnect to the Aethernets. Apparently he did just get struck by lightning, so all good. Okay, his house was struck by the lightnings. Alright, well, anyway, we are now on day 3.
I think I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see Zian do anything.
Oh, my bad, sorry. Sean, what would you like to do for your nighttime
Oh,
action?
good. I think I will, instead of relying on my -1 charisma, I think I'm gonna try and sneak around and maybe see if I can't find anything that will prove useful.
Ooh, alright. What part
Um,
of the ship would you like to sneak around? You could sneak around. There's multiple rooms. Like, there's the top deck. There's a whole bunch of rooms here on the mid deck. There's the kitchen, obviously, which has a whole bunch of stuff in it. There's some crates over here. There's the living space, and obviously there's down in the bilges.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to poke around like where there's like kind of the most crates that seem like relatively unattended.
So just like the midship, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I think I investigated the kitchen pretty well during the day. I want to like really get the lay of the land where I'm probably going to be spending most of my time and
All right,
hopefully
I'll
find
tell you,
something
there's like
of use.
30 items in the kitchen you can find. There's a lot of random shit in there. But all right, if you want to search the it's called the main middle deck. That would be first. It would be a stealth check not to get discovered. At which point it
Oh,
would then be a perception check to look around.
stealth 19, nice. And
Uh,
then my perception
19.
22.
Oh boy! All right, so you get to you spend your time looking around the main cargo hold. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot here, unfortunately. Most of the hold is fairly empty, at least here at the start of the adventure. There's obviously like about a dozen pigs. There's a cage for them over there. They do occasionally get loose. There was 14, there's currently 13. In the forward section, there's a flight of wooden stairs that goes right up to Mazer's cabin. And there's obviously the second set of stairs that descends down to the lower area. Uh, it's called. There's another section that leads up to the officers' quarters. That leads to a door. Stored near the mainmast, you see a pair of ballistas on the side of the ship. No ballista shots. There's what looks to be a disassembled catapult down here. Like there's the pieces that would be together of a catapult, and about 12 barrels that are just full of oil.
Okay. Well, not that useful, but those barrels of oil could prove
It's like
beneficial to
all of
us.
these barrels, like over here, they're just like filled to the brim with oil.
Cool. Cool. Well, I guess that's good to know.
Alrighty, cool. So party goes to sleep, and then party wakes up for day 3. And unfortunately, on day 3, nothing disturbs you guys in the morning. So I guess we're gonna go straight to the D6s. And this time I'm gonna go by Discord order. So Caden, you are our ship's cook today. Today you are going to be doing what is a 3? 3 is oh shit, 3 is fishing.
Thanks.
So, what's it called? So, Croup basically comes to you and says, "You know, how I was telling you, there's always turtles around these sorts of parts.
Yep.
We're gonna." He basically hands you a fishing net and says, "We're gonna need you to be going fishing tonight. Cook enough turtles and fish for the night. I can do what's it called? I can do the cooking part. We just need you to be catching fish. You know how to fish, right? Do you?"
That I do.
Alright, this is legitimately a profession fisherman check, which I believe you're actually good at.
Yeah, I believe we had talked about letting me have a free rank in fishing. So
Absolutely. So, dude, this is the part of the game where you actually get to roll profession fishing.
sweet.
Congrats.
Too bad I only have a +2 in it anyways, but
Alright, well, before you
okay, nat
roll,
20.
I was about to say before you roll, do you want to work diligently? But yeah, you fish no problem. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Okay. What do I want to do today?
Well, you don't need to work
Um,
diligently. You caught like a giant fish, like within like 2 hours.
right on. I think you know what? I'll poke around the kitchen again.
Just searching for valuable shit.
Searching for valuables, weapons, stuff to basically that I could pawn off to the quartermaster to hopefully maybe trade my way up to some gear.
I mean, the quartermaster is literally right there for stealing stuff from fish guts.
Uh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming hopefully I'll be able to grab something that looks good without anybody noticing.
Uh, so are you looking for like something sharp, or are you just looking for something valuable?
Something valuable. I have a dagger and a hand axe currently, so
Roll perception.
oh boy, is that another nat 20? It
Wow.
is. That's fucking crazy.
Holy shit! Already. It's a called. Oh my god! You find what's it called? When Fish Guts' back is turned, you look at like one of his butcher's knives, and it's just the most incredibly looking butcher's knife you've ever seen. It is like perfectly sharp. It's like one of those like $300 knives you see on TV infomercials that's like been
Sick.
folded 1,000 times. Like this man is using a fucking masterwork dagger as his as like a butchering knife.
Domestic steel.
Yeah.
Damascus
Sorry.
steel butchering knife. It looks
Sorry,
incredibly
fish guts.
valuable.
I am going to yoink this, my friend. I apologize.
You have a masterwork dagger.
Sick.
Alrighty.
Alright.
So that is Caden for the day. Now we move on to Monkey. So Monkey is going to be number 3, which I think is Lookout again.
Awesome.
Oh my god. Let's go. Alright, well you got good fucking eyes. I guess you're gonna be our lookout.
Awesome.
Alright, cool.
Today he's just gonna work diligently.
Work diligently. Alright, so climb check +4, perception check +4. You're fine. Oh shit, you might actually fuck up your perception check. Yes, that's a fail by 1 unless you're making another check.
Damn.
Alright, so unfortunately, during Bloody Hour, you do get whipped. Just once. You didn't screw up that badly. I would take 1 non-lethal.
Okay.
Alright, that is Monkey. And now we are on Xavian. You are a swab.
Alright.
So swab job today is 2, which is swab is, oh my god, did I roll Ratcatcher a 3rd time?
Your dice need to be fixed.
Oh my god, I rolled Ratcatcher. Why are you guys not catching enough fucking rats? Need you to be getting more fucking rats.
Man, there's so many rats on this ship. Holy fuck.
It's almost like someone's fucking looting the shit out of the kitchen.
I'm eventually going to fail rat catching just because there's not enough rats left for me to catch to meet 4
Alright,
enough.
this is stealth
The
survival.
DC goes up 5 every day in a row.
Alright, stealth survival or... Oh, well, you're gonna fail that check unless you decide to work diligently today. Yeah, tell me what you're doing with the day before you roll the check.
Sorry, I was intending to spend the action on influence.
Alright, cool. So you failed your check, but who are you talking to while shirking off, basically?
I want to try to get another name out of someone, so I want to talk to someone we haven't talked to yet.
Who would you like to talk to? Move your token next to them.
Have we spoken to this guy at all yet?
That is called... That is a woman, and no, you have not.
Oh, let's chat her up.
That's called... Let me scroll down to that character. Yes, there's like 20 unique characters on this ship. I'm sorry. It will take a second for me to get used to everybody here. Crew... That is... Yeah, so she's a woman. She's one of the fellow swabs as well, so she's also on rat catching duty. She's got like long clothing. Her hair is tied up in like a lesbian style knot. It's called. You start talking to her. Hi, my name's Tilly.
Hi, Tilly. So, how long have you been part of the crew?
A few months now at this point. Only took about I'd say 4 or 5 months. Took about a month before I had to stop punching people.
So I had to do that a lot to earn your place here, huh?
Unfortunately.
But you're still a swab.
Well, Mazer offered me a promotion, if you get my meaning. I punched him in the face for it, and I spent a few weeks in the brig as punishment. I think it's worth it to not be a swore, though.
Given what I've seen of his current war, I can't blame you for that.
That guy is not human. He has the worst taste in women.
I won't. Well, I'm gonna let that one slide because I don't want to insult her.
I mean, she's clearly a manly woman. But if you'd like to roll me a diplomacy check on her, you can.
Hey, a good check finally.
Nice. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'll say the two of you are able to hit it off on your mutual dislike of Mazer. And congrats, you can add Tilly to your friends list.
I've got a friend.
Alright, Tilly, friends with Xavier.
Is that our first for like the entire game?
Pretty
Yep.
much.
We've
Oh,
been rolling a lot of bad diplomacy checks.
Yeah. What, 2 of 4 of us have -1 diplomacy, I think. So.
it's almost like this is a charisma-based game, guys. Alright, that is your action. However, you did fuck up your rat catching check, so unfortunately you do get whipped for 3 points of non-lethal. Only minorly, though, as you only come back with 4 rats rather than the allotted 5. Alright, and now we are on Terror, and he is also a swab, so you're also on rat catching duty. What would you like to do today?
Let's do it.
Are you working diligently? Do you want to
Uh,
talk to someone? Do you want to sneak around,
that.
shop, or fuck off?
Let's go look for some people to talk to.
Who would you like to talk to while you're rat catching?
Is this a dog person?
Move your token next to... Yes, there is a dog running around the ship. It is not a dog person,
Oh.
it is an actual pet.
I can even move this token.
Yes, what's it called? The dog token is controllable by everybody. He has a little name tag around his neck, and it names him as Kipper. And he is the ship pet.
Hey,
Oh,
It would be a handle animal check, weirdly enough, if you'd like to befriend the dog.
shit, where's that? There it is. Ooh. Okay.
He does not
Hey,
appear to hate you,
buddy.
though.
What's your name?
Congratulations,
Let's
you are a
go.
dog person. Alright, you guys have befriended the dog.
Okay.
Not
Okay,
sure
I'm
how
gonna
useful
lean
the
down.
dog's gonna be for the mutiny, but already, Kipper likes...
I'm gonna lean down and I'm gonna say, Kipper, when I call the time, you be ready. When I give you the signal. Alright? Good. Good.
I may not be the dog person that he is, but now that I know there's a dog on the ship, I'm slipping a portion of my rations to him every night.
Alright, that'll automatically make the dog friends with you. Congrats. Alright. And, okay, that is, hold on, let me... Alright. I'll just write that down real quick. And, okay, cool, that is day actions for everybody. Now we move on to night actions. So, again, we're going to go by the Discord order. Caden, what would you like to do?
I think that I want to find that girl who approached us on day 1, who seemed kind of anti-Mazer, and talk to her.
Sandra?
Yes.
Alright, you are Xavier, yes?
Jean.
You are Jean. Let me find where you are on the ship. Yeah, you will find Sandra down in the bunks. She appears to be about to take an early night. Though, you approach her. It's called you wave her over. She waves over to you. Don't suppose someone stabbed you today and you need me to cast a curing spell on you?
I actually have that covered. I came with a bit of an ulterior motive. Is there anybody else down here with us, or is it just us two?
You guys are never fully private on board the ship. There's obviously people walking around unless you're specifically taking the time to be private, but it's reasonably quiet down here at the moment. Everyone's
Okay,
upstairs gambling.
i.e., we can talk relatively freely down here, or
Again, you're never truly alone. Like, no matter where you are on the ship, imagine there's like at least 4 or 5 other people on the same deck with you, but it's not like super busy down here now. But you're never
Okay.
truly private unless you're actively taking the time to be private.
Cool. I think I will approach and I'll just say, so Sandra, I wanted to hear
Sandra.
some more of your opinions on our good Captain Mazer.
Have you gotten the chance to get to know him any better?
Well, I can't say that I've seen him besides the first day. He seems to be pretty reclusive.
I wouldn't call him reclusive. I'd call him women addicted, if you catch my meaning.
Ah, yes.
I
Hence why
assume you've.
you're down here taking an early night, I suppose, eh?
I assume you met his bastard on the above deck.
That I did, if you're referring to Necria.
No, I'm talking
No,
about
the child,
his son.
Jack.
Oh, the literal bastard. I've seen him around. I haven't introduced myself. It seems strange that there is a child running around, but that makes more sense.
I mean, I'm not going to claim what Mazer and Necria do together, but as far as I'm concerned, anything that happens in the captain's quarters is unholy to me.
Okay, makes sense. Listen, I you procured some items for us.
I did,
Uh,
yes. I thought you'd be. I'd like to make friends with you, if that's all right. Friends help each
um,
other out, and enemies cause trouble on a crowded pirate ship. That fact is essential for basic survival.
and I agree. I was just curious how you went about doing that.
How I got your stuff back?
Yeah,
Well, I'm not going to say who, but Grok's got a bit of a superstition against curses. That's how I got most of my stuff back, really, is I told her how all of my mace here was a righteous artifact blessed by Bismara that would bring a terrible curse on those who wrongfully held him.
I
Superstitions work
see.
both ways, after all.
I see. I see. Okay. Well, I just wanted to come down and kind of reaffirm. We haven't spoken in a few days, and just wanted to let you know that we and I appreciate your generosity per se.
And I appreciate your candidness. If any of us are going to survive on board this ship, we need allies. And I hope you've been using your time aboard this ship wisely. I've been swabbing for I hate swabbing on the deck for 12 hours as well. I completely understand, but when you have nothing to do, that's when you can make the best of your time.
That is true. Let's just say I had some keen eyes today.
Wonderful. There are plenty of things to be located on board this ship. Isn't it wonderful that all of his swabs are enslaved and they do such a wonderful job cleaning everything up?
I agree. I agree, and I'm happy to keep them fed.
I will just make sure you watch where you're liberating. There's plenty of traps on these things, like the armory door, and, well, I've seen more than one person, like you saw what happened to Magpie the other day when he started screwing around in the quartermasters.
Oh, the armory door is trapped, you say?
I wouldn't go looting the armory. The officer in charge of it, whatever her name is, the yelly one, she
Mm,
keeps a good eye on everything. She'll hand it out if we have to go to battle, but if you're thinking to loot Maze's flintlocks, I'm gonna have to downplay that.
understandable. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your evening, Sandra.
You as well. Pleasure talking to you, John.
And okay, I cannot roll good on a diplomacy check to save my life.
Alright. She's trying to be friendly with you. You are not good at talking to her.
I'm just an antisocial weirdo. What can I say?
Like, she's still friends with you, but it's mostly on her end. She's trying to be friendly with you.
Yeah, I do like some like weird guy walk.
Walk away Napoleon Dynamite style.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes, that went very well, I think.
Monkey, what are you doing tonight? Monkey?
Sorry, that is weird.
What would you
Not
like to
being
do tonight?
muffled. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a weird idea. But Monkey has a bonus to trap making. So, is it possible that he could like cobble up some rope and some like spare wood from an old empty barrel, and make like a little vermin trap? Just a small device.
Like for mouse catching or for people hurting?
Mouse catching.
All right, I'll let you make like a mouse-sized bear trap with a trap-making check. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Oh, I see what you're up to.
Unfortunately, you hear what's it called? Unfortunately, you start looking around the stuff, and like just as you're like pulling out a bunch of carpentry nails, you see like Mr. Plug walk by, and he's like, "And what the fuck are you doing?"
The art of creation
Go the fuck
is
to
a
sleep, you
mysterious one.
kobolds.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's not one. All right. Then we are on Xavian. What are you doing tonight?
All right, Xavier is not going to attempt to push his luck on making more friends after that lucky attempt earlier, and I'm going to instead see if I can find another game of cards to get up to.
Specifically cards, or are you just looking for any amount of gambling?
Sorry?
Specifically cards, or are you looking for any amount of gambling?
Any amount of gambling. Like if people are preferring dice tonight or some other fun game, I am open to what the crew is doing.
Did Xavier say that he's gonna go off and do that?
Does
Yeah,
he?
I'll let you know. I'm gonna go try to find a game and see if anyone wants to come with.
Adrian will go with Xavier.
I will also
Sure.
join.
I'll say Conkybar, Roy Mustang over here. Let me reveal his nameplate. You've named this character. And
Where you at,
Mazer's
Roy?
son, they're all rolling dice together. Alright, so we got Jean and the sorcerer together? Oh, and Xavier.
No,
Xavier,
it'd be
Xavier and
Xavier.
Sorcerer.
Xavier.
Yeah.
John already had an action unless
Oh,
we can
alright.
take two.
If I can gamble, I will. But I was talking to Sandra.
Yeah,
Yes.
you were Sandra today. Adrian, you also want to spend your action on gambling?
Oh yeah.
All right. You see Jumblejack. He has a pair of he's got a pair of dice together, and he's like, "All right, you want to play craps with the simple version?"
Sure.
All right,
Hey, dealer's choice.
I got 2 dice here. We're gonna wager some money. Whoever rolls a 7 first loses.
Sounds
Let's
simple
do it,
enough.
friend.
All right. How much you wagering? You two are the newbies. Don't know if you got coin.
I can put in 10 silver.
10 silver sounds fine. You see Jack, Roy, and Jumblefuck offer money. Does Adrian bet in as well?
Adrian will put it in the rabbit's foot.
All right, cool. So again, roll 2d6. If you get a 7, you're out. Roy rolls, not out. Jack rolls, not out.
Oh shit.
It's called Jumblefuck rolls, not out. It's slash roll. Everybody's in.
There we go.
All right, 10 more silver, and each of them throw 10 more silver into the pot.
I'll throw my next 10 in.
All right,
Ah, shit.
they look at the sorcerer.
This rabbit foot should be more than 10 silver. Come on.
Hey, roll me bluff on that one. Or diplomacy if you're being honest.
Oh shit.
All right. You're in for one more round if you don't bust out.
Fuck, come on. Shit.
2 more rounds. Then you got to
This one,
pony up
I'll
money.
take that.
All right, Roy rolls. Jack rolls.
Fuck!
Jumblefuck rolls. Adrian busts out. Unfortunately, Xavier's still in. Oh boy! All right, another round. 3 of them each throw 10 silver in. Xavier, you keep
All right.
betting.
I'll throw in my 10 silver.
Oh boy! All right, Roy rolls. Jack rolls. What's it called? Conkybar rolls. They're all still in. 4 already. This is getting to be a big pot. A few more people are coming in. They each throw in 10 silver. Xavier, you keep belt going?
Gotta keep it rolling.
All right, so we're now on round 4 of this. All right, Roy rolls. Roy busts out. Ah, god damn it. Jack rolls. He roll. Oh, what's it called? Conkybar busts out. Xavier and Jack are still in. Oh boy. All right, so we are at 4. So we are at a pot of 80 silvers. 80 silver plus rabbit's foot.
Hold on, because we've been putting in. Because this is what, round 5?
This is now round 5, and a bunch of people just busted out. So 4.
Right, but yeah, we need to actually do the math to figure out how much we've got in there at this point. Because that means this round I'll be putting in 50 silver myself.
Yeah, hold on, I'm counting. So that would be we're at 50, 150.
And 50 for the other person who's still in, a rabbit's foot, and then 40 for the other 2 that just went out.
Our pot is currently 200 silver, and a rabbit's foot is currently pot.
Come on, Xavier, don't let that
All
little
right,
kid steal
what's it
your
called?
pot.
Jack Mazer looks at you. He kind of narrows, and he pulls out a
So-
single gold coin and puts it in the pot. Raise.
Whew.
Xavier, do you match that raise?
If I do, it's every coin I got.
That's a really big pot right there.
Gamba. Gamba.
Gamba.
All right, you throw it in.
Yep.
All right, Jack rolls the dice, gets an 8. Xavier also gets an 8. Alrighty.
So at this point, do you want to just call it quits? We both walk away with half, and all these suckers got screwed.
Sounds fair to me.
Deal.
Alrighty, you and Jack shake hands. It's called Conkybar goes fuck really loudly, and it's called both of you walk away with 1 gold, 100 silver, and Jack throws the rabbit foot to you.
That's awesome.
I tip my head. Well, actually, I don't have my head, so I shake nod my head to him, shake his hand. Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise, I like this business stuff. And the kid walks away with all his money, and the gnome is just grumbling.
Oh, it was the little kid. I didn't even see his
Yeah.
last one in. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you and Jack just won a bunch of money.
I will toss the rabbit's foot and 50 silver to Adrian.
Not
It,
bad, Xavier.
you know how you can control your sheet now. You can mark that down.
Fuck. I'm here. I'm
Are
just
you-
spending the time. I'm looking for where the money is.
Alright, right here. Under additional.
Oh.
Yeah, so you don't have that 90 gold anymore. That got stolen off of you. But you just got given 50 silver. So you write that down under where it says SP.
Ah, there you are.
Are you able to edit your sheet now or no?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. And again, you can minus that because, yeah, that gold is now like mixed in with the rest of Mazer's hoard.
I got you.
Alright, cool. So that is the end of day 3. And now we move
So,
on to day 4.
Kevin, I was just curious.
Wow.
That Masterwork dagger I got, is that just a +1 magic item?
A Masterwork dagger. This is basically an incredibly well-made dagger. If you wish to use it in battle, it is +1 to hit via
Okay.
either stabbing it or throwing it. However, it's also worth a shit ton if you'd like to try and sell it back to the captain.
Yeah, it is worth like 302 gold pieces or something
Yeah,
like that.
that Masterwork dagger is the most expensive thing you guys currently own.
Sweet.
But if you want to just stab people with it, it's +1 to hit.
Cool.
All
Well,
right.
that's not even that good of a bonus, so maybe it's getting sold.
I mean, +1 to hit's +1 to hit, man.
Sure.
Mhm.
All right.
Is it a dagger a dex weapon or a strength weapon?
It is a dex to hit,
Okay.
unless you have the feat weapon finesse.
No.
Then it's strength to hit, strength to damage.
Cool.
Alright, now we are on day 4. And I get to roll d6s again. So for ship's mate, or for cook's mate, I get a 4. What is that?
You
I'm
got
sorry,
fishing again,
I don't.
no?
It's called 4 is 4 is turtle hunting. It's not quite fishing, but there's a leatherback sea turtles with harpoons, nets, hooks. This is either a fisherman check or a survival check.
Cool. We will roll survival because my,
Now,
my
before
profession is
bef-
worse than.
before you roll, are you working diligently? Do you want to talk to someone? Do you want to go shopping?
Yeah, I think we are gonna go shopping.
All right. So while you're cooking, or while you're catching your turtles, you walk over to Grok. She tips her battle axe at you.
What's going on, Grok? Hope you
Uh,
had a good night.
Same old, same old. Still drinking the same shitty grog. Almost forgot to
Uh,
lock the damn. Almost forgot to lock the damn quartermasters last night.
oh, yeah, you wouldn't want to do that, eh?
I don't get any ideas.
Well, listen, I have a bit of a different idea. I kind of like turn my back onto where Fish Guts is. Hopefully, he's distracted and
All right.
pull out.
Let me see how what's it called? How shit-faced Fish Guts is today. What's it called? One. Oh yeah, Fish Guts is like Rick Sanchez level drunk right now. He does not pay attention.
Okay, sweet. I am going to pull out the masterwork dagger and be like, what do you think this will fetch me?
Holy shit, where the fuck did you get that? That thing looks amazing.
Picked it up, on my travels.
On your travels, you've been fucking here.
I wink.
The
You
fuck
know
did
what
you
I'm saying.
she like her mouth opens and she's about to say who the fuck did you steal that from, and then she realizes she better not say that, and she says, "All right, Xavian, I think you are."
That's not Xavier. That's Gian.
Oh no,
It's
it's
I know
Jean.
we've got two
We have
X
so
characters.
many X names.
Oh my
I
god.
did not expect it to be a thing.
She looks at you and says, "Well, all right then, Jean. You want your stuff back?"
I could go for my stuff. I do feel like my stuff might be a little bit undervalued in comparison to this.
That is a fancy ass dagger. How much you asking for?
Well, I think my stuff plus, shall we say, 150 gold pieces.
Roll me diplomacy on that one.
Okay. Now, can I get any bonuses to it? Because I'd say the dagger being 300 gold pieces and my shit is definitely not worth 150 gold pieces.
Yeah, so I'll give you a +2, another +2 because you're friends with Fish Guts.
Cool. All
All right,
right.
18. I mean, you were asking for just pure gold?
Gold in my stuff.
Better option. How about this? And what's it called? She pulls out your stuff, but she also holds a potion in her other hand and says, "We got too many of these anyway."
My stuff plus the potions and no gold is what you're offering?
Yep.
Okay, how about a little bit of gold? This is a beautiful dagger. You can see this is a beautiful dagger.
She drops the one potion, pulls out a smaller potion, and says, "Fine. This, and 50 gold."
Okay, that seems reasonable.
All right, you have all your stuff back, 50 gold, and a potion of Cure Light Wounds.
Beauty.
It is labeled, so you know what it is.
Awesome. And then
Assuming, of course, your character knows how to read Common.
I don't know how to read.
Okay.
What is this?
It's a potion of healing.
Okay, thank you. Did not pass English class.
Alright, so all of your stuff is back, plus 50 gold, plus a potion of Cure Light Wounds.
Awesome. And then for fishing, we
You
did not do well fishing today.
Unfortunately, what's it called? Once Bloody Hour comes around, unfortunately, you are the cook's mate, and Fish Guts was also shit-faced at the moment. Oh my, yeah, so Fish Guts was shit-faced, so not only did you fail to catch any fish, you nat one, so I'm gonna take that as you failed to cook any dinner. So,
Oh god.
take 9 non-lethal damage in lashings.
God.
I am unconscious on the ground.
Well, you know, you're like tied to the post basically up here, as like Necria is like lashing, like, "God damn, we had no fucking food."
Oh, I'm sorry, and then I pass out.
Cool. All right. So while that's happening, let's do rigor tasks. Let's see if I roll fucking lookout again. 1, that's not lookout. Okay. Alright. Rigger for on a 1 is rigging repair. Alright, so the front rigging frequently gets damaged, and you're basically just fraying ropes together. It's a climb check to get up there, and either a sailor check or a dex check.
Climb.
Now, before you
doesn't really
roll,
know.
what are you doing for the day?
Yeah, he doesn't really know how to do this, so he's gonna work diligently and kind of focus on his work.
Alright, cool. So this is a climb check. You got +4 on your regular climb. You're fine. And then
Oops.
fixing it is either a profession sailor check or a dexterity check.
He has no idea what he's doing.
However,
he's just kind of tying this to that, and hey, it sticks good enough.
alright, well, luckily you have a +4, so that is going to make your dex succeed. And out of character, I would recommend at least everyone put at least 1 rank in profession sailor. That's going to be a really useful skill in this campaign.
Yeah, but it just totals out to 0 for me.
Well, for future reference, knowing how to sail might be handy.
Indeed.
But alright, you work diligently. You don't get lashed today. What's it called? Then we are at Xavian. And Xavian gets a... Alright, so our 2 swabs get 1, which is... Oh, that means that happens today. Wonderful. All right.
Shit.
So,
Boy, oh boy.
I love me some random encounters. All right. So basically, what happens? Well, let me go. Do. So basically, what happens is like really before Monkey's even able to go up into the area, like basically Mr. Plug is yelling at you guys like, "All right, you're gonna be climbing up there. You're gonna be tying the ropes together." And Monkey's like trying his best to understand what he's gonna be doing for the day. However, and like this is even before like this is like while Necri is like whipping the cook's mate. Everybody else can roll me a perception check, except for the unconscious guy, obviously.
Wait, is this but the red hour is in the evening? Would I have been beat yet?
Oh, that is true. Yeah, this is before you would have gotten beaten then. Yeah, so roll perception.
Sweet.
As what's it called? As Monkey is getting his orders, and before you've failed to beat everyone up, or before you failed to cook today, you hear screaming from like down in the bilges, and you hear like the sounds of like tat 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 tat, like really small feet like running their way up the stairs.
I
Uh,
check it out, I
as
I'm
suppose.
Mr.
charging
Plug
down.
is explaining,
Yeah.
he like tugs on his I guess
Right there,
whatever clothing
on the
is on
way.
his waist, and
Hey,
says, "What's that?"
you guys like all look towards the stairs, and then like coming up on the top deck, you're gonna see Jack, Mazer's son, just kind of like climbing his way up to the top deck, and he's like covered in bites, like head to toe. He's got like all of these like little bite marks all over his face, all over his clothing, and he just starts running to Necria crying. And Necria is looking at this child like, what is going on? How do I respond to child? I don't understand. What's up? What's wrong, boy? What's going on? Ah! And what's it called? Jack's just crying his eyes out.
He's hugging her, and her arms are just straight.
Yeah, he's like hugging Necria, and Necria is like A-posing. Like, I do not know how to deal with this situation. Do you guys all respond to this as the Jack comes up crying?
Oh, we got something trying to eat the little kid.
Oh, there's a
Monkey-
swarm! There's a big swarm! They're all over the bilges!
I mean,
Oh.
I would be heading down towards the villages just from hearing him and seeing him come up that way because something's obviously very wrong down below.
Yeah,
I
And there's
think
nothing
I
I can do for the
follow.
child.
yeah.
Yeah.
Necria basically looks at you four, is like, get to the fucking bilges, find out what this kid's yelling about.
Okay, okay.
I'm
Which,
assuming the
which
four of you
forest
head to
the
the
bilges?
bilges,
I am bilging. Where's the bilges?
all the way at the bottom.
Beautiful.
Ah, okay.
Alright, hold on, let me
On the way
grab-
down, I'm going to mention to Sandra that the kid's injured up top deck if she wants to
Thank you,
go help him.
thank you very much. I'll shove a cure wounds in his face.
Appreciate you. I shout as I run down.
Alright, so she runs upstairs. The four of you guys make your way down to the bilges, And have any of you guys actually been in a bilge before? Like, do you know what this entails?
I
We
have
woke
no
up in
idea what
one.
the hell
Assume it's a
you're
moist
talking
dungeon.
about.
Yeah, so hold on, let me. Yeah, so you guys are in bilges right now, which is this very foul, very damp part of the ship. There's thick cobwebs above you. There's maybe a foot of like dark water that's like basically permanently in the bottom of the ship. And how tall is it's called how tall is Monkey actually?
About 2 to 3 feet.
But yeah, so you're like half immersed in water basically at this point. There's like a big ass bilge in the center.
Never mind. He's like 2'3".
Oh yeah, so you're, you're like definitely like almost halfway submerged in this water. There's a trapdoor you open up from the lower hold. You guys climb down. There's only a single bilge pump down here. The bilge is also the brig, so you'll see the big ass it's called cage here from the gentleman who was down here before when you guys were originally down here. There's a bunch of manacles on the wall. They're all fixed to the bulkhead. And, well, as you guys, let me this is number. Oh, let me get rid of the Roy Mustang page. 1 second. Well, as you guys climb down into the bilges, who's down there first?
Probably Monkey.
Monkey.
Probably
All right.
Xavier.
So
Oh,
Monkey
first to
climbs
jump
down
in.
there first. He doesn't see anything, but again, he's like half immersed in the water. At which point, that's gonna be an unnatural 20 versus your AC.
That'll hit.
You feel something bite you from inside the water. Take 4 damage and roll initiative.
Oh. Initiative. I can do that.
Oh shit, where's that?
Can I still add hidden tokens to initiative? I can. Wonderful.
Can you add my token? It didn't go in for some reason.
Yeah. Hold on.
You gotta click on your token when you roll it.
Yeah, I got it.
I did.
You
I don't
got
know
a
why it
10.
didn't go in.
Alright.
Normally it works.
Alright, so let me GM roll this so you guys don't actually see what you're fighting. You will if you
But I
watch the
want to
stream,
see.
but please do not watch the stream. That would be spoilers. So that's an that is a that is a that is a that that is a that.
Holy.
In oh boy. Do we have any ties? Oh my god, we have multiple ties.
Xavier definitely beats my initiative modifier.
What's your initiative modifier? +1. Okay. Alright, so we'll do. There's like 4 people on an 11. Oh my god. But you guys should only be able to see your initiatives.
We can see the parties, just not the
Yep.
enemies.
Yay, hidden initiatives. Yeah, so Monkey, you took your 4 damage.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Roll me a fort save. As you just get
Grand.
bit by something in the water and it just feels funky. You otherwise feel fine though. The 4 you guys climb down as well, you feel like something in the water down here. Obviously, the rest of you guys aren't like half swimming the way Monkey is. But as Xavian comes down, oh my god, 19 versus your AC, Xavian.
That's gonna hit.
Alrighty. Take 1 damage and roll a fort save. As you feel something bite your toe from inside the water. You're probably fine.
An 8 is probably not fine.
Then it is. Sorry, I just have a lot of hidden tokens here at the moment. My bad.
That's comforting to hear.
And then I guess what's it called? Someone's gonna go after Adrian's foot. You feel something swim by your foot, but fail to land a hit on you. So another one's gonna swim by the sorcerer's foot and roll the same dice. And
Oh,
another one's gonna swim by the sorcerer's foot. 17 might bet you though. Adrian.
Oh yeah, yeah, that gets me.
All right, cool. Take some damage. Take 3 damage and roll me a fort save.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think right now
42?
Monkey is the only one who's gotten armor back, so
Uh,
anything above like a 12 is probably gonna hit most of us.
All right. You get hit. You take 3 damage. Xavian, I respond. I believe you have a rapier, though.
I do, but can I see anything?
Currently you see what's it called? There's a whole lot of water. Looking down in the water, there's clearly something in the water. It currently hasn't revealed itself, though.
So this water is about 2 to 3 feet deep.
Oh, less than that. It's like a foot deep.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
You can see creatures, but they'll have concealment, essentially. Like,
Gotcha.
there's like a half dozen of them running around in there.
Well, in that case, we're going to try to stab one of these creatures. We'll pull out that rapier and attempt to stab something.
Alrighty. What's it called? You're attacking at 20% concealment. So do you want to hit on a 1 or a 10, or do you want to miss on a 1 or a 1 or a 2, or a 9 or a 10?
I want to roll high.
You want to roll high. That'll do it. Cool. So roll your attack roll. 17, that'll do it. Alrighty. So you take your rapier, you stab it into the water, you hear a tip spell, and you pull your rapier out of the water, and you know what? This feels kind of familiar to when you were rat catching earlier. These ones look a lot bigger, though. These ones are like house cat sized.
Well, at least they sent the right person for the job.
Alright.
too bad that rat trap didn't work out, huh?
a shame.
Alright. And, well, now that you know what you're fighting under the sea, I might as well have these tokens make them all visible. They are still in the water, so they
go.
do have concealment. So this one over here is going to bite your monkey.
Oh no.
6.
That will miss.
Alright, Sean.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stab a
With
rat.
with what?
I have my cutlass that
You do have your
acquired.
cutlass.
Yes.
So again, you're fighting a creature with concealment. So roll 1d20, or roll 1d100, and if you get a 20 or less, you're missing. It's basically a 20% miss chance.
Cool.
You're,
All right.
you're fine. So
Okay,
roll your
let's
attack roll.
get stabby here, and I can just click on it in my
Yeah,
thing.
just
eh?
click cutlass and it'll make an attack roll. Unfortunately, you do
unlucky.
stab the water. Monkey, you are surrounded by swimming rats.
The pump is right here, yeah?
Yep.
Is there enough space for me to stand on it, or?
You could jump out of the water and stand on the pump. Yeah, that would provoke from like 4 rats, though.
Oh, well, could I 5-foot step onto it?
Unless you have a way of 5-foot stepping vertically.
I'm sorry, 1 second.
I'd let you roll acrobatics.
Sorry, back. What did you say?
I'd say I'd let you roll acrobatics to like backflip up onto the pump.
Oh, am I good at that? I am. Sure.
I mean, you're a rigger. I hope you are.
I'll try it.
Oh, easily. Monkey fucking backflips his way up onto the pump, and you are now out of melee reach.
Awesome. And he's gonna try and get this thing up and running if this isn't already going.
Oh, absolutely. You want to start pumping the bilges?
Yeah,
What's
he
it
wants
called?
to kick this thing into overdrive.
What's it called? It's a big wooden pump, and you're just pumping up and down. As you pump, there's a big like whoosh of water, and suddenly all the rats start getting thrown around. So those of you who have weapons can make opportunity attacks at this point,
Sweet.
as like the rats are suddenly being swept up in the water.
Exactly what I was hoping for.
That's a called. Oh my god, they have AC is 14, so Xavier hits and skewers another rat as the rest of them get like swept up in the water.
Should I
Both of
have
them?
proficiency or anything in this? Is that a
Uh,
thing in
the
Pathfinder?
other way around. So the way it works is if you're not proficient in a thing, you take a penalty. If you are proficient, there's no penalty.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the
So
one
it's
you
like
wanted to
just my
kill,
strength then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will also get to add your base attack bonus, but your BAB is probably 0 at this level.
Yep.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it's
Kevin,
just
I think
strength.
the
If
I
only
Can
you
I
think the
still
also
one
had
you
make
that
a
wanted to
recall
masterwork
kill was this
dagger.
one.
My strength's better than my dex, so.
Adrian,
Well, I
what
guess
would
it's
you like to
+1.
do?
Can I also make
I
an
think
attack
the
of
one you wanted to
opportunity
kill
even
was
if I'm
this
pumping?
one.
Okay, hold on. Multiple people. Monkey, what's the question?
Can I also attack of opportunity even if I'm
Sure.
what's the okay? Because I don't know if I was pumping.
Alright, tail,
Beautiful.
18. You kill another rat.
Awesome.
Adrian, what do?
Okay. We where the hell is my tool then? Come up here, reach down, grab it by the neck, shocking grasp.
They're in water. Are you okay with doing? Okay, cool. Roll the attack roll.
Fuck. We're
Attack.
stupid.
Alright, cool.
6 damage.
You have to actually hit him with a touch attack, so click the melee button on
Oh
your
shit.
character sheet.
How do I? Eh, What the fuck is that?
There should be
If
a
you're on the main page, like right below base attack bonus, above CMD, above weapons.
melee button.
Oh, there you are. Fuck! Why did I get this fucking bell?
I mean,
Oh no.
alright, so basically, Adrian charges his hand with electricity, and he reaches down to grab the rat, at which point he goes, wait a second, as the whole party is yelling, oh god, please don't touch the water, and decides not to. You have still cast the spell, so you're now holding the charge, so the next thing you touch is going to get shocking grasped, basically.
Okay.
Alright, but at this point, I'm assuming the party's screaming at you not to shove your electric hand in the water stops you.
No, 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 no.
Monkey is giving him a thumbs up. He doesn't know how
What's
this works.
wrong? I see nothing wrong.
I kind of think that him hitting the water and just wiping out all the rats at once, we get shocked a little bit. But the druid oracle can probably heal us from it. I don't think it'll kill us.
This
That's
guy,
true.
it's called Rat, comes to nom at the sorcerer. 12 versus AC.
Yeah, wait.
Does a 12 beat your AC?
Yeah, it's one above.
Alright, cool. Take 1 point of damage, and now you actually have to roll a concentration check to not lose your shocking grasp you're holding. There should be a button in your sheet called concentration. Under
Actually, in the spell that he
spells.
casts, there's a button for it right there that you can click.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, right in the box there.
Box?
See under the shocking grasp box in roll 20?
Like in the chat?
Yeah, where it says duration instantaneous, and then right below that.
Uh-huh. Oh, there we go.
Hey! However, it's 10 plus damage dealt, so unfortunately that's a DC 11, meaning you fuck up your concentration check.
Fuck.
Unless you had combat casting or something like that, which I don't think you have. Alright, so that is... so unfortunately you lose your spell from that. This rat is dead. Xavian. You got 2 or 3 rats on your skewer right now.
All right. Let us make our way over here and attempt to skewer this rat.
Roll to skewer. Alright, you have successfully made another rat kebab. You're kind of running out of room in your rapier, though.
Actually, no, I did not rat kebab it, assuming that was in the water.
Oh shit, you failed the concealment check. Never mind then. You still have room on your rat kebab then. This rat is going to somewhat unintentionally flank you. and is going to nom the swashbuckler for an 8. That's a miss.
Oh, hold on. It's too late now.
Why?
I was going to try to do a parry and riposte, but I have to declare it before their roll goes through.
Oh, all good. Jean.
Okay, we are going to head over to this other rat here, I think, and try and give it a stab.
Man, fighting rats in the basement. This is totally such a generic D&D campaign.
Perfect first level quest.
Alright, you have successfully started your rat kebab. Dead.
Very nice. I
Monkey.
nat 20 that thing. I'm fucking 3 nat 20s.
It is an unnatural 20, but close enough. Monkey,
I
there's
think it's
one.
still a crit.
Oh yeah. Called you
For
roll
a
a
cutlass,
19.
that is a crit threat. Yep.
Cool. Do you want to roll? What's it
I-
called?
Is it just dead either way? Like, is it even?
Actually, hold on. The sheet should do that itself. Hold on. Let
I
me.
may have inputted it wrong.
You have to
Uh,
Yeah,
input
it looks like it has the
Yeah,
crit
yeah. So
threat set as
see where
20.
it says critical range. You write that as like
Oh,
18.
I
Just
thought
fine.
I thought I changed that. My bad.
All good.
Okay.
Well. Alright. Well, regardless, it only has 1 HP, so it's still dead.
Yep. Sweet.
Monkey, you're on top of the bilge pump. Would you like to keep working it?
Honestly, yeah, he might as well just finish it.
Alright, cool. The rat goes for another fucking whirlpool. Everyone gets attacks of opportunity on the rat.
Glorious.
Can I just punch the rat?
Sure.
You just stomp it out.
Alright.
Actually, looks like Jian beat me to getting that rat kebab, so he's got 2 rats on his stick.
Alright,
Hell yeah.
congratulations.
I'm coming for you, Zasian.
Double rat
An
kebab
18.
and quad rat kebab. You have successfully killed the rats and are now alone in the hot bilges.
Monkey's just gonna finish pumping it, honestly.
Alright, you figure this will take at least a few hours, though. There's a lot of
A
water
lot.
in here.
So while we're down here alone, actually, you mentioned that there was the cage down here.
Yes.
Is the lock on that cage something that could be stolen off by a enterprising kobold rogue?
You know, now that you mention it.
Because I mean, we do need a lock in order to be able to use the lockers upstairs, and some of us have recently acquired a fair bit of wealth.
That's true.
My pockets jingle suspiciously.
Yeah, the party also finds themselves in the bilges with surprisingly little work to do. So
I think the kitchen
Yeah, Monkey.
just got a
If you
bunch of
guys
meat.
ask Monkey, we'll definitely try and crack it open.
Yeah, I mentioned that thought to Monkey, see if he thinks he can get that lock off.
it's mostly just like a padlock. You guys don't have the key to the lock, but if you want to yoink the padlock, you can.
Oh yeah, don't have the key.
Roll me disable device. -2 due
Okay.
to not having tools.
He has like a what's the word? He has a like a bar dart, and he's just gonna try and jam it in the lock.
Nice.
-1 on disable device. Never mind. Oh boy, you yoinked the padlock straight off that key. You have one pretty good padlock.
And he'll toss
Nice
it to,
going, Monkey.
thank you, my friend.
And you're taking that yourself, or you're throwing it to Xavian?
I'll hand it to him.
All
Whoever
right.
has the most wealth, I guess.
Sweet. Now we just need to find the key or figure out a way to make a replacement key for it. I
I
have
mean, you
no
can always
idea how
just
that
pick
works.
the lock every single time.
Right. That's Monkey's go-to.
I mean, it's also a padlock. It does look to be worth a fair bit.
That's true.
You could probably trade it in for one if you really wanted.
Did you guys do anything else in the
Yeah.
bilges?
Listen, fellas, we got some time to ourselves here.
We
What?
could spend some time like inspecting the villages, see if there's anything else of note worth grabbing or doing down here.
Yeah, I think Jean is occasionally just going like, yeah, like making battle noises so it doesn't just get mysteriously quiet down here, you know?
You start making loud noises to distract everybody. What's the rest of everybody doing? Xavian's just searching the bilges.
And looking for anything else of interest down here.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand with that in between my combat yells.
All right, Adrian.
I'll help out.
All right, Can I ask what the -2 on visual perception checks is?
I'm missing an eye.
Oh, right, you have the missing an eye thing. All right, so that's only a 16. That is enough to get something in the bilges, though. With the all right, so if 3 of you are making perception checks and 3 of you made the check, Adrian unfortunately does not find something. I'll say, what's it called? Sean searching through it. You find a set of leather armor, and Xavian finds a heavy mace, just in the water.
Nice. Hey, I actually recently reacquired my equipment. If anybody wants this leather armor, you can take it off my hands.
Uh, at first, Monkey takes it and tries to put it on, but then you realize it's like
It is
4 times
human-sized
its
leather
size.
armor.
I mean, if no one else wants it, I will take leather armor.
You put on like the stinky, watery leather.
I'm not going to put it on right this second. I will want to clean that up and come up with a conceivable. Actually, I guess no one else has really cared where we find stuff we've had.
Yeah, I like to think that my armor is like also kind of like underneath my clothes almost like.
Absolutely.
But I would like to clean it up a little bit.
Well, I'm not
maybe
sure where you're
for-
gonna find detergent on this pirate ship, but you're welcome to try.
We'll see what I can if I can find a way to trade a padlock or heavy mace away for some sort of leather cleaning solution.
Yes, I can create some water and we can put it in a barrel and make it into a washing machine.
There you
Did you
go.
guys keep making loud noises?
Uh,
It's
No,
been,
yeah,
it's been
I
about
think
an
I think
hour.
after a few, I think after like even a few minutes after finishing searching, we would head back up. I would take the rats off my rapier, so I'm not showing off the kebab, and just bringing up like, hey, look, I found what attacked our little buddy.
Alright, wonderful. Thank you very much for clearing the thing. Cooks, mate, get back to work. You haven't caught any fish yet, and Ambrose is shit-faced.
Yep, I'll do my best.
Alright, at which point you roll your nat 1, and now you're unconscious.
And then I get the shit kicked out of me.
Alright, so, apart from... Alright, so... Yeah, so then the rest of the day proceeds as normal. It's called... unfortunately, what's it called? Jean is not going to be taking a nighttime action because, unfortunately, he is going to bed early involuntarily. What's the rest of you guys doing tonight?
Monkey is just gonna try and repeat the trap making, and hopefully not get caught this time.
Alright, so you're just trying to make like a small mousetrap, basically.
Something of the sort.
Alright. You don't get
It's
caught
not
this
anything.
time, but unfortunately, like, you feel like you need like a hammer or like screws or like tools or like anything other than your hands. Like, you feel like finding a hand drill or something is going to definitely make this easier. So unfortunately, that is a failure. It's called Adrian. What are you doing tonight?
What's it look like on the top of the deck?
There's currently a unconscious cook's mate who's been tied to the mast and covered in blood. A few other people are gambling nearby.
Oh, okay. He'll go to that group, and
The gamblers?
yeah.
All right. I'll say it is cool. It'll be Tilly, the Tiefling, Jape, and Sandra.
Oh, no.
They're playing
He's
another
gonna
game of
basically
blackjack.
walk up. He's basically gonna walk up and say, "Who here is interested in this little tale?"
Tail? I'm interested, Sandra says. Jape fucking glares at you. The Tiefling and Tilly say, sure.
Who's ever heard the dread pirate Peter Hornigold?
The name sounds familiar, says the Tiefling.
I basically just want to do a performance, but by telling the tale of great grandfather without saying who's
Entertain the
my great
crew.
grandfather.
Wonderful. Alrighty, I like this idea. So this
Although I
is
want to mention he does not say that he's his grandfather.
Oh, you don't mention. I'll
Nope.
still give you a +2 on your performance check because this is literally a tale you are probably quite familiar with.
Let's do it.
All right, roll me a performance check.
There we go. And +2 to that.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
shit.
Oh man, you tell a damn good story. Would you like to
Jeez.
tell all one viewers on the Twitch stream this amazing story you just told?
All right. Once upon a tale, a time never really told again. And mix those words around, and then they'll make sense. On the ship, the Marigold, pirated by Peter Hornigle. Across the what type of seas do y'all have? Like, is there like a Pacific, oceanic?
The Shackles, the Inner Sea.
Once upon a time on the inner sea, Peter Hornigold ran into a group of mermaids. A group of mermaids singing along. Came along, Peter. Singing to Peter. Fuck me. I'm struggling at this. You know, DM, I need time to write these stories.
All right, cool. If you want to actually write this out, I will read it. Don't worry.
I will actually write this out, and next time I'll tell actually a good story.
All right. Well, you are definitely get some entrancements, and since you guys, what's it called? Since you've been rolling like terrible on all your charisma checks, this will give you a +2 on all your charisma checks versus everybody for next time.
It
Okay.
was so good. John regains consciousness for a brief moment, collapses, and then passes out again.
There you go.
Let's go.
So that is. Is that everybody, or I think I'm missing someone?
I have not taken the
Yeah.
nighttime action yet.
What would Xavian like to do tonight?
I want to go try to make a new friend. Who have we not interacted with yet?
Anybody who does not have a name tag.
How about this gentleman here?
Move your token next to them so I know who you're talking about.
Sorry, I was on the opposite side of the ship.
Whoa. Okay.
Sick.
Okay, I'm assuming you're not talking about Jape.
No, bandana guy.
All right, bandana guy. Bandana guy is. He looks to be keeping to himself. He's got a blue bandana around his back. He's got a. He's actually got a holy symbol around his neck. He's got. Does your character know anything about religion?
Not particularly. Like he would recognize Besmara and Calistria. That's it.
It is not one of those. What's it called? But you saw him just kind of. It's called. He's got a holy symbol around his neck. You saw he was watching the cook's mate get whipped with like a bit of a smile on his face. But right now he's just kind of like looking over the deck of the ship. His hands kind of clasped together in prayer, and he's just kind of silently praying over the waves. Yeah, he says as you
So enjoy
approach
the
him.
show, I see.
Yeah, cook's mate couldn't cook. My stomach hurts, but you know, seeing justice done does more. Or at least the closest thing to justice you get on ships like this.
Well, I trust it's not the first time that you've missed a meal on this ship.
Fish Guts is a shit cook, but at least he's a cook.
What about you? What do you do on the ship?
I've been a swab here for like the last week or so.
Oh, another recent addition to the crew then.
Yeah, I got recruited about a week before you guys did, along with Sandra. I actually volunteered to join, if you believe me.
Interesting. What made you choose to volunteer?
Well, if there's one thing I know about the Shackles is a place where there ain't no innocence. Everybody here has a past in one way or another, and everyone here in the Shackles, well, ain't no fucking innocent lives to be lost here in the Shackles. Everyone's here is either a pirate hunter, or someone trying to get rich off of the previous two categories. What that means basically is if you have a cutlass, you can just can start swinging it, and no matter who you end up hitting, you're going to be stabbing an asshole. Makes morality a lot simpler.
I can see the appeal in that simplicity. So, you looking to get your cutlass wet then?
What I like is violence. I don't really care who's getting stabbed as long as stabbing is happening and it's not happening to me.
Do I happen to notice him with like a concealed weapon on him? Would be a perception check?
Oh, what's it called? Nope. This guy's a fucking walking armory. He's got a
Oh, okay.
cutlass. He's got a dagger. He's got a short bow underneath his clothing. He's probably got a few vials of poison that like around his chest. Like this, like you know that like RPG trope where like people are carrying like 5 weapons. That's this guy.
So you joined up just a week ago and already have, and you're already able to openly carry your weaponry. What's the deal with that?
I'm not openly carrying anything. I don't know what you're talking about. And he says that with almost a slight intimidation in his voice, like, I'm not carrying weaponry. What are you talking about? Like as if he was going to use intimidate to stealth, basically.
Ah, my mistake. I see these are all religious. What's the word I'm looking for? Decorations.
Religious artifacts of Fesmara, yes.
Oh, Pharasma.
Pharasma, that's how you pronounce this god, sorry.
Okay, well, my character doesn't know anything about that, but I'll continue just like chatting him up amicably, just trying to get his feel on things and
Cool.
move on from there.
Give me a +2. He's clearly not in a good mood, but you've made a good impression on him.
And that wasn't a particularly good roll. Even with the +2, it's only an 11.
11 is not enough to make him your friend, but it's enough to not turn him hostile. He's still in a grumpy mood, and you'll know what's it called? You'll know he is a swab, and I'll give you his name. His name is Crimson Cog. But unfortunately, that is not enough to add him to your friends list. I believe that's it for day 4. So party goes to sleep for day 5.
So do I just get 1 hit point back?
Okay, so the way rest works is when you rest, you get 1 hit point back from resting. You reset any of your per day abilities, like spells per day or rage rounds or like that, and you also heal 8 non-lethal damage.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I should be back to full because I assume I wasn't non-lethally whipped, or I was
Yeah,
non-lethally whipped.
whenever it's whipped, it's non-lethal damage, unless I specifically say.
Cool.
Oh yeah, how much non-lethal damage did I do to you?
I think 11.
Let me,
But do I go to negatives or do I just go to 0 when it's non-lethal?
you took 9. All right, what's your max HP?
8.
Okay, so you took 9 non-lethal damage, so you ended up unconscious, at which point you rested, so you got 8 non-lethal back. So you're still
And then
at
1 damage would have rolled over to lethal.
yeah, so you took 1 point of lethal damage and 8 points of non-lethal damage. So you slept, you healed your 8 non-lethal, and that heals your 1 lethal. So right now you're back up to full.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, but yeah, in future, basically, if your non-lethal damage equals your health, any additional becomes lethal.
Okay.
Oh, and that evening, I do want to spend some time like cleaning up that armor and getting it on underneath my clothing.
Cool. Won't be damp, but it'll still be smelly unless you can find soap. Now we are on day 5. So let me roll to see what is happening today. I'll start with the cook's mate, because I'm going by the Discord order here. Alright, so 2 on Cook's Mate is... let me go... Cook's Mate. Is just regular cooking today.
Cool.
Nothing particularly special. Let me see how shit-faced Fish Guts is. Not shit-faced, so he can mostly do everything. So you can help him if you wish. No role required, or you can just... You basically have the day to yourself. Fish Guts is not drunk.
Sweet. Well, I'll probably help out a little bit, but I think I'm gonna try and meet a new person as well today.
Who would you like to talk to?
Let's talk to this barbarian looking chick here up top.
Move your token next to her so I know who you're referring to.
I am there beside Mr. Plug.
Oh, that woman. Okay, yeah, so she is... That is... other crew. That is... She is a female human. She is dark skin, has a pair of axes in her arms. Or, not in her arms, but, like, axes next to her arms. She is a swab. That's called you approach her to talk to her. And hold on. Let me grab your character sheet here real quick. And... Oh, shit, yeah! Because you're, Oh, yeah, because you get that as a free language. She's gonna speak to you in Sylvan and
Oh,
say, please tell me you can understand me.
that I can.
Oh my god, you speak the native language, you speak the language of my people, she says to you, like, incredibly shocked in Sylvan.
Yep, that's something that I picked up when I was reborn.
Reborn! But
I
your skin, it is not dark. How do you speak the language of the tribe?
I used to be human like yourself, and I was given new life by Bismara, and that kind of just came with the territory, I suppose.
You have been blessed by the demon god, she says, just incredibly surprised. My name is Shavara, of the
Nice,
of the place your friend call it of the place your settlers call the Expanse.
nice
I
to meet you, Jean.
I am I am enslaved aboard this ship. Are you able to
Uh,
help me?
well, we're in much the same boat here, but I would appreciate this. I'd appreciate your friendship.
I offer friendship. You are the first person who has been able to speak the tongue of my people, who can tell me what the hell is going on here. I have been so confused last several moon cycles.
So more or less, we have been enslaved. I'm sure I don't know how you ended up here, but we have been essentially forced into the life of piracy.
I am not familiar with life of piracy, but I was picked up by white men here to make my way around here. I was expecting to trade with them, but they speak a language that I am not familiar with. A lot of
Mm,
yelling and a lot of screaming in this language. You are
yeah,
the only person who I've met who has spoken the language of my people.
especially on a pirate's ship, there is quite often yelling and screaming from my experience.
Is that a
I
normal
see
part of your language? It seems like a very inefficient way to communicate with people.
a normal part of this lifestyle, I would say.
I do not like this lifestyle.
It's certainly an acquired taste.
Alright,
I
cool. You are automatically friends with her on the account of being able to speak her language.
Sweet.
Alright, so her name is Shivaka, and she can only speak Sylvan.
Okay, awesome. Does she? You look like you were able to get some weapons. So are you handy with those axes?
Very. I have learned not to strike at Necria or Mr. Plug, though. They whip you for that, and have been threatened with death. I may not speak the words, but I understand when people threaten death.
Wise choice there. Well, listen, if I can count on your help, you can count on mine.
Help with what?
We'll see what the days bring.
Name your price, and I shall serve. So long as you do not intend to enslave me back.
I would hope to set you free if this is not the life you chose.
I don't know what life I choose. She seems reluctant to answer.
You can speak freely with me, Shivaka. I
I
can't imagine there's anybody else here who speaks our tongue.
That is good. I would hate to speak the word mutiny out loud, especially within earsight of Necria. She says saying mutiny directly to Necria, but in Sylvan.
Yes, I could. I would be willing to assist in that should
Not
some plans get
now.
set in motion.
I'm
No, no,
fairly certain they could kill us for speaking
no.
these words. But thank you
Yes,
for ancestors praise you.
you as well. Take care.
Alright, cool. You are friends with her, and when you rebuild your character, make sure you pick Sylvan or we're gonna have a time paradox on our hands.
Yep.
Alright. So that is Cookmate done automatically. Then we go on to rigging task. So rigger, you are on a D6. You get 5 the day, which is scroll. Rigger 5 is, oh my god, it's lookout again.
Huzzah.
Alright, climb check, perception check. Are you working diligently or are you doing something today?
Let's see.
So again, to repeat your options, you can either work diligently, you can talk to an NPC, you can make your normal check and briefly explore one area of the chick, or make a perception check or other skill check with no chance of detection. You can take a penalty to go see the quartermaster, or take a penalty to basically shrink off your duties and either take time exploring some other area of your ship or doing whatever the hell you want.
Okay. I think I want to stay under the radar for now, so I'm just gonna work diligently during the day.
Cool,
At
so
least
you
today.
got +4 on your climb and +4 on your perception. You're fine, and you are fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, it should be done in 10 or so minutes.
Oh, do you need to go now? We can call it here if you'd like. Called, John?
Oh, my apologies. I just had to run to the bathroom quick. Sorry.
Alright, if you're getting called to work, we can call it here if you want.
Oh, no, not at all. I just had to go pee, and I just figured, well, it wasn't my turn. I'd go quick.
Oh, okay, I thought you were getting called, no worries. Alright, I guess we
No.
are on Oshi now. Oshi is a swab, so we roll D6 for swab tasks. And we got a 5, which is runner. Okay, so you're not rat catching today. So basically your and Terra's job today is you are going to be running messages. So like basically Necria tells you to give a letter down to the Bilges, Bilger tells you to run the letter to the gunner, the gunner tells you to run the letter to the carpenter. Basically you're running all around the ship today except in Mazer's cabin. This is an acrobatics check and a fort save to not get tired at the end of it. Unless you have the run feat, at which point you automatically succeed. Tell me what you're doing first with your day before you roll the task,
Oh,
though.
sorry.
Alright, if you want, you just work diligently.
No, I'll take the fatigue because I definitely wasn't going to be working diligently.
What were you doing today, then?
Um, honestly, since I'm running all back and forth across the ship anyway, I would like to do an influence, and like, if possible, like since I'm dropping off letters with between all these different people, like just make small talk with each of these different people, see if I can grab like just a bunch of names, even if I'm not like
Alright,
moving things forward, like just basics.
what's it called? You're mostly sending letters between the officers and back and forth, but I will give you all of the officers' names with that, sure.
So
Alright.
Deal.
So we got, what's it called? You got Habby Quarn, the Stitchman, who is the ship's doctor and carpenter. There is Patchy Packsalt, which is Mazer's second in command. There is Renus Kern, who is the ship's armorer and gunner, and there is Peppery Longfarthing, who is the ship's wizard. They, along with Mazer, Necria, and Mr. Plug, are the officers aboard this ship.
Okay.
Uh,
And any chance that I got any sort of feelings from any of them as to like how they feel about Mazer, or is that something that would require more dedicated action?
What's it called? The officers barely give you a second look. Like it's like you're asking them your name. It's like, well, give this to Patches, damn it. And he'll just kind of point you at what's it called, Patch. I can give you their classes if you want.
Sure, that'll be handy.
We got called so there is Peppy Longfarthing. She is a sorceress. Riza Kern, she is the fighter who is extremely specialized in siege equipment. There's the Stitchman, who is a fighter and carpenter. There's Patches, who is a rogue. And that's all of them, I believe.
What is Necria, out of curiosity, or do we have no idea?
Necria, I'll give you Necria, sure. She is a cleric, and she has a very, what's it called, a unholy symbol hanging around her neck. Do you have any ranks in religion?
I do not.
Then you see it's like a weird roundy shape, but she is definitely dressed like a cleric, like a priest. She's got a very notable unholy symbol around her neck.
Got it. Fair day of intel gathering.
Yeah, unfortunately, you did fuck up the fort save, so you are fatigued until further notice. And luckily, there's a really easy way to do that on your character sheet, which is if you go all the way up to conditions, you can just click fatigued there, and it'll automatically add it to all of your rolls.
Got it.
Which is why I'm learning to love these Roll20 sheets. And now we are on Terror. You are also running messages today. How you doing? You working diligently?
Not bad. I'm definitely not doing none of that shit.
Talking to people? Going to the quartermaster?
Yep. I'm looking for the red tiefling.
You're looking for the red tiefling already. I'm assuming you're not talking about Necria, but there is a third tiefling aboard this boat, yes.
Ah, shit. I will go to the third tiefling of this void.
Alright. He is practicing, what's it called?
Bro, what do they look like? You making a guess?
Say again?
I was questioning their gender, and then I zoomed in and I saw the beard.
It is in fact a male tiefling, yes.
Alright.
That's it called. He at this point you can definitely see he has snuck a cutlass underneath his like he's got like this big like naval style jacket. It's clearly tattered, but he snuck a cutlass underneath there.
Hey there, friend.
Howdy.
What's your story?
Stories are for friends. Hard to say who can hard to say who you can trust aboard this ship, especially from people with a distinctive Chilaxian accent. No offense, friend, but I've had my fair share of home troubles.
Alright. Well, maybe we can work on being friends. You seem pretty nice.
Thank you very much, although I'm not sure what I've done to deserve that kindness.
Well, you have a certain look about you. I can tell these things about people.
Really, now. I am
Yeah.
but a simple butler running away from home, I'm afraid. My name's Leviticus.
Ah. Adrian Hornigold. I have to fucking look at my name.
Hornigold,
Adrian
I've
Hornigold.
heard that name before.
Oh,
Hornigold, where do I
yes.
know that from? That's back in the homeland, isn't it? Both of us are really
Oh,
far
yeah.
from home.
Yeah. Home for others. Prison for the other half.
Prison is definitely how I describe home, yeah. Roll me a diplomacy check on this guy, and I'll give you +2 because you're both tieflings from Cheliax.
That's cool. Oh shit!
Alrighty,
Nice.
you are successfully friends with Leviticus Morthal.
Nice.
Let me write that down. So that is Adrian is friends with
Actually,
Larry.
on that note, could you give us like a little notepad in the characters folder? Like if you just right
Yep,
click and do
I
like add handout?
I was about to say the same thing. Would you guys like to keep track of all of these? It can be edited and
Yes.
controlled by everybody. Notes. Alternatively, I could just make a channel in the Discord for you guys called Notes.
I mean, that might be good, but especially for like friendships, I think having something like that here would be handy.
Alright, here you go. You guys should all be able to edit the notes handout.
Yep, I see it. Thank you.
Cool.
All good. Alright, so Adrian has made friend, and that is everybody for the day. However, as you guys, as things wind down for the evening, it's called Necria pulls everybody up board for you guys to finish your bloody hour, and just as you guys are finishing up the evening meal, which is relatively decent because Fish Guts wasn't drunk as fuck, you're gonna see Necria leading someone up to the top decks. Let me move a few of these tokens away. Called. Let's leave Mr. Plug up here. Move them over here. Where's Monkey? Oh, Monkey's still all the way down the bilges, that's why.
Oh yeah, I haven't moved his token.
Alright. So, as you guys are finishing up the evening meal, you're gonna see Necria leading, like, a fairly big-looking human up to the top decks. I'm assuming you guys follow?
I'll watch from afar.
Alright.
Yeah,
Three
I'll,
you
I'll be up on
guys.
the top deck.
Yeah, I think I'm just watching.
You are going to see this big, hulking guy of a man. He does not have. Well, let me expand this picture a little bit. You're going to see a large gentleman. He does not have a club on him, obviously. He is dressed in, like, barely pants. He's, like, half covered in tar, half covered in fur. He's got a very simple looking expression on his face. And, like, you've seen this guy around, but he hasn't really spoken or talked to anyone. At which point, Necria just kind of walks up behind him and, like, pulls out a key, undoes the manacles on this guy, and, like, drops the manacles on the ground. At which
Uh-oh.
point, she kind of looks across to the other side of the ship, and, who is it who got all their gear back? It was,
That would be me.
she's gonna look at what's it called, John, and say, "You there? You're looking pretty wealthy at the moment. Got a bit of interested in a bit of sport."
Depends on the sport.
Bare knuckle fisticuffs, wrestling with Owlbear here. Last one conscious wins. No weapons, no magic.
I assume that this is compulsory.
I mean, I can't order you around or anything, she says sarcastically. But if you want me to make it interesting, she reaches into her pocket, pulls out a bag of 100 coins, and throws it on the deck next to Owlbear. If any of you be interested in taking them on.
Well, for that price, I could. But what would I have to give in return?
A lot of blood. Because Owlbear, I haven't fed him for at least a few days.
What time of day is it?
It's
Kevin?
like, at this point, it's around nighttime. It's like after dark.
Fuck it. I'll take on the beast.
The Sorcerer walks forward.
Sweet. When the sorcerer rocks forward, I'm going to covertly try and hit him with a guidance, I think.
Uh,
Um, So actually, as he's walking by, I want a sleight of hand
All right, to do what?
to grab his purse so he doesn't lose all the coins I just gave him to getting beat senseless by this owlbear person.
All right, cool. Adrian, do you see him trying to swipe your coins? Do you let him?
I wouldn't, even if he did it, I wouldn't see it. So it's
All
a
right,
player. I'm
cool.
allowing it.
Awesome, yoink. You get, he hits you with a guidance, as Necra basically says, no magic-y nonsense, no weapons, bare knuckle brawl. You beat Owlbear, you get the money. You get beat by Owlbear, well, I'm not responsible for what Owlbear wants to do with you. Is
Morgan
all I'm
pats him on the
saying.
back and says, "You got this, buddy."
Yeah, good luck. Have fun. Be safe.
Y'all
All
better
right.
not allow Owlbear to do some weird shit to me.
At which point Tilly kind of walks up to you three and is like, "So we throwing money down on your champ?
Oh.
How much
You
we bet?
can. I've seen this guy fight. If he's not allowed to use magic, I'm not putting a gold piece on him.
How much money we putting down on?
I'll put five on the owlbear.
5 on the Owlbear.
To make it fun, you know I like an underdog. I'll put 5 on our boy here.
All right. A few of the other people run down and throw a pile of money down on Adrian. It's nowhere near as the amount of money that's been put down on Owlbear, however. As you just see this hulking man, just kind of, he's like 7 feet tall. He's got these big meaty fists, and what's it called? He what's it called? Necra throws him like a live crab, which he like rips open with his teeth and fingers, and he just starts devouring it. At which point he just starts swinging one of his arms around and charges the sorcerer. Roll initiative.
Let's go.
All right. Oh boy, this is gonna be either the best or the shortest fight I've ever DM'd.
Yeah.
I'm expecting this to not get past this first attack.
Oh,
I gave you an entire
Whoa.
+1 to something, so enjoy that.
alright.
Is that to attack?
This
To
is
anything.
this is
Skill check to attack.
Alright. Owlbear has a -2 to initiative, so he goes first. So he promptly declares a charge attack on the sorcerer, rushes forward, and makes a unarmed strike. So he is getting his charge bonus. So that's +7.
Oh boy. Good luck.
That's a 16 versus the sorcerer's AC.
Oh yeah, he hit me.
Alrighty, so that is take 6 points of non-lethal damage.
And I am unconscious.
Alrighty, cool. So Owlbear just walks forward. You see the sorcerer like put up his dukes, and Owlbear just fucking punches you across the face, and you just go down immediately. What's it called? Necra is gonna laugh at this and say, "Well, that's why I didn't challenge the sorcerer. I challenged you, fucker." And he points at the guy with all his stuff.
I didn't hear no bell.
Well, shit, I suppose I have no choice, huh? I stand up and roll my sleeves up.
Unless you're a coward.
I wouldn't say that. I step forward.
Owlbear, let him punch you. Owlbear like looks at Necra really confused, but then looks at you.
Okay. He's just let me swing on him?
He's got his fists up, but he looks kind of confused, and he's like kind of blinking his left eye at you.
Alright, I'm gonna slug him then.
Alright, cool. Just unarmed attack?
Unarmed attack. Oh, would that just be my melee button here?
Yep. 14, that hits the unarmored guy. Roll me unarmored damage. So this is D3 plus your strength bonus.
Okay. 1d3 plus.
I can probably add that to your, hold on, let me... Unarmed attack, unarmed strike. I should be able to add this to your weapons list, like that. Does that work?
It wasn't on mine. Did you put it on somebody else's?
You are
Oh, there it
Janatsu.
is.
Yeah, you should see a thing there that says unarmed attack.
Oh, it's just not in my weapon/attacks right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's just D3 plus strength basically. But all right, 2 damage. You walk forward. You swing at the owlbear. He takes 2 non-lethal damage. You punch him in the face. At which point he promptly what's it called? He promptly punches you back at this point, really. He has a big meaty hook. 20 versus AC.
Yep, that'll hit.
Take D6 plus 3. Take 5 non-lethal damage.
I'm feeling that one.
You're getting punched in the face, and you roll me a perception check if you'd like.
I will do that. Can't say no to a free perception check.
I mean, you can choose to roll a perception check at any time. You don't need me to prompt you for that.
Cool.
And, hey, actually, why don't you check your Discord real quick?
Okay.
You notice something about his fighting style as he blinks at you and everyone's cheering for Owlbear.
Okay, sweet. I am going to dart to the left side.
Alrighty. You dart to the left. That's
Or I guess my right, his left.
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
So that's an acrobatics check. Or bluff.
Can't,
Either is applicable.
also,
Also, to your left is what's it called? Is the you can't quite dart to your left right there. There's a cage right there.
I guess there's a cage.
There's a cage
Well, I
right
guess
there.
the acrobatics is to go like diagonal, I guess, on the
Alright.
left side.
Cool. That does it.
Okay, well.
Unfortunately, you are trying to roll to your left acrobatically, but you just get hit by the cage, so you can still make an attack roll, though. It's just you fail to dodge this round.
Okay, I will do that. Let's see, 11?
11 hits.
Sweet. Okay, good damage.
He takes 4 damage. Owlbear is seemingly upset about being hit twice, and so provokes an attack of opportunity from you to walk over to this side of the ship and grab a barrel.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
well.
I love this guy.
Alright, that's a hit.
Okay. Last one.
He takes 2 damage. He walks
Sweet.
over here. He like
Is he
grabs.
looking hurt?
He grab. I mean, he's looking pretty hurt. You've like done about half his health and non-lethal damage. Like you're definitely wearing him down, but this is a real tough guy. He walks over to the side of the ship. What's it called? Shiver kind of walks out of the way. Mr. Plug just kind of smiles, and he like Donkey Kong style like grabs an entire barrel and prepares to chuck it at you. How do you respond?
Can I place myself like in the way of this cage so that he doesn't have a clear line to throw at me?
I mean, currently the cage is sort of between the two of you.
Yeah, can I get like half cover or something from that? Or...
Yeah, I'll give you half cover.
Sweet. So we'll that bring my AC up to.
He'll have -2 to hit basically.
Oh, he gets -2. Okay. I think that's about all I can do, really.
Do you just cower in fear?
I'm not cowering. I'm just trying to not get hit by a big barrel.
Maybe
Alright,
do
well-
some sort of bluff or intimidate to make him even more confused.
Oh yeah. So like, explain to me, Pathfinder, the way that the actions work and like the action economy that
Alright,
like
so
stuff that I can do on my turn.
Yeah, so you have 3 actions on your turn. Actually, I think I have a handout for this. Actions in combat. So again, I know you're from 5th edition, so it is slightly different. But actions in combat in Pathfinder. I have a cool ass flowchart over here that I can send you. Basically, you have a standard action, which lets you do various things. You have a move action, which generally will let you move, or things like climbing or crawling or like pulling out a weapon as a move action. There's swift actions, which is generally things like activating special abilities like Smite Evil. Your class will let you know if you have swift actions. There's also full round actions, which take your whole turn, which is things like charging and coup de grace, or like making more than one attack.
Oh,
At any point, if you don't move with your move action, you can take a 5-foot step for free, which doesn't provoke. And then there's combat maneuvers, which is basically, and if you want to do something bad to someone that is not stabbing them, it's usually a standard action.
sweet. Okay, so how about would I be able to
So
like is there like any kind of like debris or like sand on the ship that I could like try and throw at him as he approaches me into his good eye?
absolutely, that would be a combat maneuver check if you want to pull some pocket sand.
Yeah.
Alternatively, another thing you could do is called the total defense, which is basically you hunker down, you get +4 to AC, but it lasts only one turn.
Okay.
But sand in the eye is also straight. That would be a CMD check, a combat maneuver check.
Okay. So is this my physical turn, like preparing for him to come at me, or is this like a reaction almost?
Your reaction was punching him. That was on his turn. He walked over, grabbed the barrel. He ended his turn. Now we're on your turn.
Okay, okay. Then definitely I'm gonna try and get some pocket sand in his eye to further lower his chance of hitting me while being behind this thing with half cover.
Alright, on your sheet there should be something called CMB, which is your combat maneuver bonus. Yeah,
Sweet, 15.
and so again, this works like armor class versus his CMD, which is 14. So that does it. So you pull out some pocket sand, you throw it in his good eye. He is now blinded for the round. So he throws his barrel fairly wildly. So first he has to actually hit you. So he has to hit an even number due to the blindness. Unfortunately, due to the blindness, he throws his barrel and it just completely wildly, completely misses.
Nice.
It is now your turn.
Yeah, I'm
As he
gonna
is that
fucking sucker him while he can't see then.
Alright, would you like to charge him? This will give you +2 to arm.
Uh,
This will give you +2 to hit, but -2 to AC.
+2 to hit, -2 to AC. Can I like go back to my half cover to kind of negate that after I attack, or am I
Oh,
like up on
he's
him?
still on the other side of the ship.
Okay, and that's 20 feet. I do not have 30 or 40 feet movement. Okay. Then yeah, I'll give him a charge.
I mean, Monkey also has a
Oh,
point.
that is a good point. Can I like just drop the shoulder as I charge at him?
That would be a combat maneuver, and yes, you can add the +2 charge bonus to that if you want to just knock him overboard.
Sweet. Yeah,
Alright, so roll me
I
combat
think I just
maneuver,
put
but
my head down and like just try my forward tackle.
alright, what's it called?
Ah,
That is only so. This is only an 11. His CMD is 14. So you charge at him. It's a call. You try to knock him overboard. You fail to do so. At which point he now recovers.
Question:
Shoot.
Does blinded reduce his combat maneuver defense?
That is
oh,
a good question. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Because I know it reduces armor class, and I think most things that reduce armor class will reduce the CMD.
Let me go look up blinded. It is -2. Oh, and he loses his dex bonus. Okay, so what is his CMD? He's got to get mostly from his dex. So that means the CMD goes down by. All right, you got an 11, right?
yes.
So that's -2, so that's 12, and then he's losing it from his dex, which is 14. So that means his CMD is 10, and you rolled an
Hey, let's
11,
go.
so that's a success. Oh boy! All right, so because he was blinded, you bull rush him, which knocks him back 5 feet, which in this case knocks him over the edge of the boat. So it's a called. You see him. What's it called? You charge at him. You body check him. Owlbear goes flying off the side of the boat, lands in the water. You hear cheers from Shiva and Leviticus over here, and possibly from your monkey for inspiring that idea, as Mr.
Yep.
Plug just looks at you and curses at you. And the party
Very nice.
gains 100 gold for beating
Nice.
Owlbear.
Sweet.
Not bad.
Nice.
That was a
I grab that. I give a cure light wounds to our poor unconscious sorcerer here.
Well, actually, Avian, what's it called? As you're celebrating and you're preparing to throw it's called a spell at the sorcerer, do you
Yeah.
look back at Owlbear in the water?
Maybe I feel. Is there a rope or something I could throw down to him?
Well, there's rope around you, but the ship's still moving forward, and
Oh,
Owlbear's
no.
just kind of swimming there in the water as the
Oh.
ship is now passing him. So, do you look back at him, or are you going to tend to the sorcerer?
So
Oh God.
he already said he was sending the sorcerer. Xavier's actually going to
Yeah.
grab a rope and do the swashbuckling thing, like grabbing the
Sweet.
rope and jumping off the edge towards the owlbear.
Oh, so Xavier's trying to rescue Owlbear. Okay. Cool. All right, so roll your healing check on the sorcerer. Xavier, I guess roll acrobatics.
Oh, it does not roll for me. Okay.
Damn. All right. How do
Nat
you?
20.
Okay.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah. So.
Damn,
no.
nice fucking roll.
Yeah. So cure light wounds. The amount rolled is actually in the description there. So you healed
Oh,
3.
is it? Oh, okay,
Ah,
sweet.
3.
So
Welcome back.
that heals an equal amount of lethal and non-lethal damage. So you are technically conscious now. And okay, Xavier, you rolled a nat 20. So how the hell are you saving this oaf?
Let me out.
So basically, because I got the natural 20, I'm assuming that I was able to like judge exactly how much rope I needed to get him on the swing. So I get down and I catch him with like one arm mid swing, still holding on to the rope, and then like shout, "All right, pull us up!" As I've got him basically just like draped over one shoulder.
You see Tilly, Shiva, and Sandra grab a hold of the rope, as well as Monkey, possibly, and start to pull you guys up. As you guys are rescuing Owlbear, Mr. Plug's gonna kind of come over to Monkey, kind of a bit of a scowl on his face as he's pulling up. He's like, "You really want to be doing that, Monkey? He
What?
lost."
Didn't we not have crew to spare?
I suppose. Walks away disappointed. And you guys successfully pull Owlbear and Xavier out of the water. Owlbear is just kind of going, and he's like grabbing water and he's like trying to shoo it off him, and he's clearly just like he's trying to say things, but he's does not have the intelligence for it.
You're welcome. I tell him.
Well said, my friend.
Yeah, can I give him like a fist pump as in like good fight almost?
Do you walk back over to Owlbear?
I don't know if I exactly want to get close to him, but I want to give him like a show of respect for a good fight.
All right. He he kind of looks at you kind of solemnly, but with respect. He kind of looks at you confusingly, as if he's not entirely sure what you're doing. Almost as if this
Okay.
man had never seen respect before in his life.
Hey, Kevin.
Howdy.
Can I cast message on Albert?
You want to cast a message on him?
Yes.
Sure.
Can I just say, hey there?
Ooh, does message ignore?
It is
I
still
don't know.
language dependent.
It is?
Yep. Message school transmutation parentheses language dependent. I just pulled it up. Double check when you said it.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay, never mind.
he can speak common. He's just dumb as a box of rocks. If you want to say something to him via message, go right ahead.
Hello?
You see him look at you and say, hello?
You're capable of talking to me now, friend.
Huh?
Oh.
Why you whisper and
Well,
and
don't
message
make
in
it too
head?
obvious. It's okay.
Huh?
Because I wanted to be able to talk to you. That's why.
Huh?
Is your name really Albert?
People call me Owlbear.
But what have people close to you call you?
Oh, I What does close to me mean?
Hmm. Anybody called you a friend in a while?
What's a friend?
Somebody who looks out for you, cares about you.
Looks at you
Pulled you out of the ocean
confused.
onto the deck of a ship.
Alright. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry when I'm doing this character. I don't understand.
Would you like a name?
My name Owlbear?
Do you
So
like that name?
Necria called me Owlbear because I hit people for her.
Yeah,
And
but
she
Necri is
gives
not
me
a nice person.
food.
Oh.
When's the last time she gave you food? She said she hadn't fed you in days.
Uh she sometimes give me food. Sometimes she
Is
put
he
tar on me.
Do we know where he's been kept? Like, have we seen him around the ship over the last few days?
He's been tied up to the mast under the rope for like the last 3 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He may have also been in one of the cages that holds the pigs. One or the other.
John feels bad for pushing him into the ocean.
He probably needed the bath. It's all good.
Come on,
Yeah,
John.
yeah.
You should have thrown the fight like me.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what happened there. You threw the
you
fight.
warmed him up for me. You warmed him up for me. Don't worry.
also, speaking of which, in addition to the money, it's called Jean, because you beat Owlbear, you get +2 to social checks versus everybody on the boat for like the next
Sweet.
forever. Because this guy has a
Sweet.
badass reputation. But if you guys would prefer to throw that and be friends with this guy, that's also an option. Because it looks
I
like
think
no
we
one
should
really
have.
talks to this guy.
I think we should have a giant monster as a friend.
Yeah, I'm okay with. Will I not get the +2 for beating him if we
Yeah, so
befriend him?
basically, this guy has a bit of a tough guy reputation, so people are looking at you pretty impressively. Out of character, if you guys. So basically, do you want to go around and brag that you beat Owlbear, or do you want to go around and brag that you're Owlbear's friend? Is your bonus, is your options here. So you can either
I
look down on
could
him like
be.
the rest of the crew does, or you can befriend him. Maybe,
I'm happy to
or maybe
befriend him. I feel like we don't brag about being his friend, but we can like be friendly to him.
if
You
there's
know.
what's it called? If you want to try and find a third option here, that's also applicable.
Yeah, like the way I see it, you have a badass who just beat the badass and then made friends with the badass. You have two badasses there. That's like twice as
Yeah.
effective as just beating the badass or befriending the badass.
All right.
Yes.
Anywho, hold
There's
on.
also the.
Let me finish this scene before we talk in character first. So yeah, Owlbear looks up at you guys, kind of confused with this whole concept of friendship. What do you guys say to him?
I just say good fight. I feel like that's something he can understand.
Yeah, we fight. I punched a guy, and then I got punched.
Yeah, you did good. You hit hard.
My eyes hurt.
Sorry.
Okay.
Do we have any more healing left, Mister Oracle person? Sorry, I should know your name by now.
I used my heal, but I do have a minor healing potion I could hit him with.
You gonna give him your 50 gold healing potion?
Well, he would probably be a friend for life if we do that.
Probably.
Honestly. Yeah, I think he'll be an important ally to have. So I'll discreetly, like out of the view of the officers, I would say try and give him this healing potion.
Alright, lose one healing potion, gain best friend. And I think that is where we will end session 1. Party
Awesome.
befriending Owlbear, which I did not expect.
Very
Alright.
nice.
Speaking of, did I make any money off of my bet to that Tiefling was going, or sorry, that Adrian was going to go down to Owlbear?
Yes, you get your money back, don't worry.
I did lose my money. I am also going to I'll split my winnings with the party. We can each
I
get
figured.
25 gold. Yeah.
There you go, everybody gets 25 gold. Might not have your stuff back, but you're well on your way. And with
Sweet.
that, I think we will end session there because it is 10:30 right now.
Yeah,
And
that was a lot of fun, guys.
and I know you need to go running off somewhere.
And I give Adrian his 50 silver back.
There you go.
Thank you. Wait. What?
I had to make sure you didn't lose it.
Ah, smart.
Hope y'all had fun. This is a very interesting party. I'm sorry Barnaby wasn't able to make it, but I think we're good with these four as well.
Honestly, a 4-player party seems okay for like the amount of like individual turns we're making. I feel like it would be with 6 people, it'd be a lot to just be
Yeah,
chilling.
Okay.
I agree. This is a good 4-person party. I like keeping it at this size currently. I think we also got a pretty good party dynamic going on. We got a swashbuckler, we got a sorcerer, we got a guy who's changing to oracle, and we got a rogue. That's like a relatively balanced party right there.
Sweet. All right, guys. So I'd love to stay in chat for a bit, but I do unfortunately have to bounce pretty quick here.
All good. So you can give me a poke on Thursday, and we can rebuild your sheet.
Sounds good. Okay,
All right.
thanks for playing, guys. See you next Monday.
Yeah.
Hope y'all had fun. TTYL.
See you then.
Bye, guys.